always the sadness.
You're always the sadness.
I am always the sadness.
Thank you, Hi! 4 months further. Yay! 4 months further. 4 months further. Woohoo!
And 5 golden rings. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Aren't you supposed to say the 5 golden rings before the 4 months of further? Come on, Sharky. You're the one who celebrates Christmas.
I didn't do anything for Christmas that little last year.
You're the one who ostensibly celebrates Christmas.
More than likely, as the years go on, I won't
5
celebrate
golden rings
Christmas.
interlocking in a horrifying biblical angel.
More than likely, I wouldn't be celebrating Christmas.
For Christmas, your true love gives you a biblical angel who then devours your soul or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Because Christmas involves gifts, and gifts are... How you doing, Pie?
Everybody likes seeing the 5 gold rings part. That's true. Because they're so dramatic about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, that is the dramatic part.
Even though it's not even halfway.
It's not even halfway.
Anyway, so we're getting started. Before we like tangent so hard we don't even load the game.
That hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
That's why I said yet.
Yet. At that point, we just change it to just chatting.
Just tangenting.
Minor family emergency. Oh. Well, good luck with the minor family emergency.
Yeah. Always good luck with the family emergency.
I mean, hopefully not always a family emergency to need good luck with, but...
I mean, yes.
But good on the considerable grace and all that. It is the distant future year 20XX, and...
Tangenting is a stream I 100% would watch.
Yeah. Is it a tangent if we tangent off the tangent?
Yes.
If we intend to tangent and then we tangent, is it still a tangent?
Yes. I mean, because we have to have a conversation to tangent off of, which then becomes a new conversation for the tangent to go off of.
Yeah. That's how a conversation works.
So, like, then it basically will eventually goes full circle and we'll get back to the original to tangent off of.
Well, we don't always go back to the original topic. Now we're just having a tangent about tangents.
It's a nice sine wave then?
The outer edge is rage, but I've got the resources to help, so I'm helping. Oh.
Because
well,
of course I am. Yeah. Oh,
like,
but
well, you're
yeah.
a very good person.
You are.
I also watched the new Challengers trailer, and I'm like, ah, yes. The dynamic is that I am Ben and you're Matt.
Oh?
That's the dynamic, I think.
Oh?
Maybe I should find that trailer for you, and then you can just watch it and you'll understand. Because I feel like...
Do I voice Matt, or do I voice Ben? I don't remember.
No, I voiced Ben. I believe. Because Matt's the skinny one.
I don't remember.
Let me find it.
Come on. Firefox, let me take... Gosh dang, I hate Firefox.
Because I was scrolling through, and one of their thingies on, like, one of their announcement things for the casting call had the trailer thingy.
Wait, which one is who? Out of the two of us?
Hmm?
Which one, two?
I believe I play Ben, and I believe you usually play
No,
Ben.
but you said with the dynamic.
The same as we play.
Okay. Because I play Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, because Matt's the one who has, like, a cross around his neck. Yeah, I sent you this.
Are you Graham or are you Jacob?
I am certainly not Jacob Burgess. He's really cool.
Neither am I.
Not him. You are also not him. This is true. I do not think you just go into goblin voice at the drop of a hat, and very impressively so.
I couldn't.
I can't get over. Like, it's incredible. Like, he'll just be standing there and he'll just break out into whatever voice, and I'm just like, wait, what? Like, I feel like I need a, like, okay, get into character. Alright, now I can say the line. No, he just, like, goes. Though, of course, he's professional.
Professional.
He is an actual professional.
We are not professional.
I don't know that we can even technically call ourselves voice acting. We're kind of just silly reading.
I mean, technically, silly reading is voice acting.
I feel like that's a little bit of an insult to voice acting. A little bit.
That's why I said we're not professionals in any regard. And we would never call ourselves professionals.
Well, we're certainly
except
professionals.
So when are you putting in that audition?
I'll probably record it after this.
Good.
Oh, we'll see.
No, there is no we'll see.
I mean, I have to figure out, because I think there's, like, certain whatever recording stipulations that I need to, like, look into how to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
I want this to yes!
It's okay, bye. My roommate already sent it to me the day it went up.
Was it last Wednesday? Everyone's like, yes, Satan, yes. And Flower's like, yes, please do it. We need more candidates. And also, you would be good and fine.
Fine is the one thing. I wouldn't stretch it to say good.
And now Pa's like, good, yes, please do it. Yeah.
Alright, I'll get into full, How about sending? I mean, you're always welcome to, like, send things. You don't have to worry about overstepping.
I just love how everyone saw that and was like, say it.
Well, I have mentioned how much I love Jinx.
Yeah, so voice her.
I suppose.
Love her so much you become her.
I don't think I want Syringomyelia, but,
I don't have to worry, but I do worry. That's a mood.
Yes, but that's why I'm reassuring you that you don't have to worry. It's because I understand worrying anyway. His plan for that money was to turn it over to charity upon his death, and here I'd convinced him to invest in my boondoggle of an arcade into the twilight years of his life. That's a
good word.
Something of a grim thought, isn't it? But let's not dwell on the negative. No point in giving up the fight so soon after it begins. Jinx, you know.
See, the people want it.
The people will not all hear the audition thing.
Oh, I wouldn't even.
Like, I'm guessing Flower and Enna will hear it, and like Jacob will hear it, and the other person, and I don't know that anyone else will hear it. Because then they'll pick someone who's not me. And then no one has to hear it. Except when we eventually play the game, and then I guess people will hear it.
Then everyone will hear it, but also...
Well,
like,
people here will hear it.
But then also people will hear it if for some reason you're chosen.
But, like, there are actual pros who should also audition instead of...
Should and will are two different things. Should and will are two different things.
Yeah, but I mean, I would rather the role go to, like, an actual aspiring person who's Chinese. I have my career. I don't necessarily always love my career, but I have my own career. I'm not gonna switch.
I mean, you don't have to switch.
Yes, I just mean in terms of opportunity. I do really appreciate that, like, they're making a point of Chinese rather than just Asian. I very much appreciate that from them. Since certainly better than, like, Hollywood and stuff.
Hollywood does things good?
No.
Okay.
What we need is a plan for how we can turn these ill fortunes around. What are our next steps?
I don't know, doom and destruction.
Doom and destruction sound like great next steps. Where do I sign up?
Well, first you put in the Jinx audition. That's the first step. The second step will be revealed to you after that time.
I don't think that's part of the steps towards doom and destruction. I think that's part of the steps towards, what's it, Fast Car 7?
Fast Car 7?
Wasn't that what it is? Fast Car 7? Yeah. About 6?
Yeah. It was what about 6? You don't talk about 6. Oh, can I see game?
Yeah, if you look at Twitch. Wait, watch the trailer thing though.
I watched like half of it, but then like game. Like I will watch after stream.
I mean, it's short.
I will watch after stream.
Fine. Did you at least make it to the fake echo?
Fake echo?
Okay, the answer is no, you did not make it to the fake echo.
Next steps. Can barely take a step with these crutches.
Fuck you. Won't do what you tell me.
It's my life, it's now or never.
That's a different song.
I know it is.
That's one that doesn't require you to swear, I think.
Yes.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Well, there's a censored version of that.
Frick you, I won't do what you tell me.
No, I think they just say, I won't do what you tell me.
Excuse me. The whole thing is, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
They can't do that in the censored version.
Well, that's the censored problem.
They kind of have to censor it for some platforms.
Alright, so...
Wait, why that and not the kindly?
Because we have enough kindly. And because I want to cuss him out.
Wow.
Cuss out a billionaire? Are you opposed? Are you opposed to
We're
cussing
not-
out a
we're
billionaire
not.
like you're apparently opposed to punching the billionaire in their face 30 times?
We're not cursing him out. We're saying no.
Yes, we are.
No. That's not what's being said right now.
Well, read this one first then.
No. So if that's the only reason you're here, well, you're not a paying customer, are you? Would you kindly get the...
Fuck out of my arcade before I call the popo. Even though ACAB.
See, my mind went to Dragon Ball Z.
Hmm?
My mind went to Dragon Ball Z because there's a character named Popo. Skip?
Did I? Okay, no. What are you looking at me for? I don't have any ideas.
It's the Popo would be a good threat.
And wouldn't involve calling the police? I mean, I'm down.
Virtual Popo Shady! Virtual Popo Shady!
Trying to remember who that is. So.
It is the genie on top of the lookout with Kami.
Oh, that is the one. The one whose skin tone had to be changed because it's racist.
Yes.
That's, you know, actually I'm not sure if that... Is that more or less racist than the actual police? Well, you could try Googling trademark for her accounts.
I'm reasonably sure Iris already tried that. Iris. Yep. I even used Yahoo trademark, Bing trademark, AltaVista trademark, and WebCrawler trademark. And I have no idea what half of those are.
Okay, but that's not really what I meant. I mean checking online forums for arcade enthusiasts. She loves arcades, right? She may have an account there. I have been rejoining online communities lately to try to open up to like-minded folks and socialize a bit more on my own terms. She's gotta be lurking in one of those places. Oh wait, I know. If we can't passively search for her, we can actively call her out. As much as I hate internet trolls, they do get results. If we taunt the ghost monsters online, well, positive Sue's the sort of person who looks herself up constantly, right?
A winner is you!
Of course. And with my help, we can establish fake accounts to spread the message so far and wide that she can't miss it.
A winner is you! Yep.
A winner is Doom!
A winner is Doom?
Yes!
But is Animal Crossing also a winner?
Now you're making me think of this one song I heard recently. That's like it's like a nice like Animal Crossing like fan song, but it's about Isabelle and Doom guy, and then in the middle it just starts going metal where they're murdering demons with chainsaws.
Great. Well, except for murdering demons. I mean, I like demons.
And then it will go back to like a nice, pleasant, like, oh, we're fishing, we're like having fun, and then being like back to murdering demons.
Great.
Oh, that was a good one. I'd suggest we use a public internet access point to keep it from being traced back to up, down, bop. Though.
Ooh, road trip.
Road trip.
I can tell from Gavin wincing at this that he's not a fan. But he's not a fan of Iris in general, so...
Good work.
I like this plan, Miss Naomi. It's pretty quirky, but it might work.
But what might work?
But it might work.
But it might work.
But it might work.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Iris. Well, I did say I wanted options. Involving the cops is ACAB. So is provoking a rival gang of armed hooligans. So is infiltrating Daga's palace. So is... Okay, posting a few troll messages isn't that risky, given how many social media companies actually adore trolls and nurture them for advertising dollars. But it could annoy Sue. What's the best path forward? But before I can decide, Juniper raises her hand. All of these sound great, but Uptown, you're still recovering from an injury. The less moving around you do, the more likely you'll heal nice and quick. You can't go gallivanting around the city chasing down rumors about the ghost monsters today.
Okay, but what does internet trolling have to do with moving around constantly?
Maybe you actually stick around with Naomi and help. We don't know. We haven't chosen it yet.
Like, that is literally sitting down and going...
Type.
I'm just on crutches. I'm not in an iron lung or anything. I'm still mobile. I'm a phone.
Light duty only. Doctor's orders, remember? But I have a solution to this conundrum. It's simple and super effective. Let us do this for you. You've had to tackle all these problems and strain the funplex by yourself. Why not step back and let us handle this one?
Well... Troll.
Like, so Iris participates, but Up-Down can't?
Yeah, Naomi steals your phone to talk with Iris. Pulling out Sue on the internet is risky. We're more likely to reach her in the virtual world than the real one. Woo! It's still worth a shot.
You're saying, ooh, like the virtual world is the afterlife?
Isn't it?
Yeah, because this is a simulation. We all live in a simulation. So.
I mean, how many people have just had their life absorbed by, like, WoW? Especially recently with WoW Classic and expansions to WoW Classic coming out. Naomi, I'm going to loan you my Iris account password. Just install the free app and log in as me and it should work.
Got it. I'll pick the arcade community she's most likely to visit and ask around about her.
And that'll help Naomi get the word out quickly and safely, so she isn't at risk. We'll use a public access point and stuff.
Oh, right, that's why, because they have to, like, road trip away or whatever.
Yeah.
Although that's still, like, sitting in a car for the most part.
Yeah,
but
exactly. And
I guess, you know, for a fresh bullet wound, maybe not getting into a bumpy car or something.
Fine. You sure you don't want me along for this?
Absolutely. I want you rested and ready to go when we confront Suli. Let me take care of this.
Okay. Good luck, you two. Roger, roger.
You can count on me.
I am a droid from Star Wars. Beep boop. Kill the Jedi.
Sure, Naomi. Count on me, I told Uptown. Count on me to dive headfirst into something I've only just recently started dipping my toes in. I don't like people. A person can be great, and I love chatting with someone on one-on-one, but teaming masses, large crowds, faceless, anonymous cyber audiences? Yikes.
Yeah, now this is a mood.
I'm trying to be better about this. I mean, I have to be. Supporting Up-Down's Get Pop properly means online communities, which are the best way to find parts. But Up-Down is something of a social butterfly, and I want to at least try to keep up with them. Even if it means charging into a gang hideout tonight. I want to do my part. I want to support their dreams. Heck, support my dreams. Even if that means smashing my way into an internet community like a bull in a digital china shop.
Woo! Break things! Iris online. Hello, Uptown. Naomi, I mean, sorry. You're logged in as them, so I get a little confused.
The chirpy voice of Uptown's digital assistant brings me out of my own inner world. I glance down at my phone, shows the smiling face of Iris, a glowing cartoon on an LCD screen.
Hey, did we go all the way to the beach?
No, we also use this place for the, Wachter-Conspiracy.
It's so exciting to be able to work with you. Normally, I'm a one-user gal, but mixing things up can be not fun.
So Iris is Polly. not poly. I guess it's more like swinging? Iris is open to poly. Okay, let's see how to do this. Hey Iris, launch web browser.
Browser open. Where to?
Hey Iris, load http://www.
Oh, you don't have to preference everything with Hey Iris. I understand you just fine. I'm not Alexa or some stupid Siri.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that Updown's app is surprisingly responsive to normal human speech. Iris starts opening apps on my behalf, getting a browser ready to go. I refocus on my phone, trying to ignore the others in the restaurant around me. Okay, so load up the Quarter Bumpers community forums. My account there is...
No. We shouldn't use your account. I can generate a bunch of throwaway accounts for the forums you want to post to while looking for Sue. It's safer that way. You should trust me. I can track this stuff.
Sock puppets. Ooh. Oh,
What?
Right. I definitely want to be safe. We're safe, right?
What?
Sock puppet accounts?
I've never heard the term.
Really?
I don't do forums!
Well, you know where I work. We had this come up recently at work. Sock puppet accounts. Hey, so, okay. It's not even a matter of not doing forums. Like, if you paid any attention during Gamergate and stuff, you probably would have heard about it. Sock puppet accounts are where people make a bunch of throwaway accounts to, like, troll and harass. I'm like, I have very mixed feelings about doing this right now, but I guess that's what we're doing. But it's like the standard tactic, especially if you're trying to do something en masse. Is that people create a bunch of throwaway accounts so that it feels like there's 50 people, even if there's only like 5 doing it.
You're in a public access point in the middle of a greasy spoon diner. Plus, I'm behind 7 proxies, so good luck finding who we really are.
Sue immediately figures out. Oh, thank you.
It's that stupid Uptown's Iris.
I said Sue, not Deco. Am I really thanking an app?
No problem. Okay. Forum online, generating account, blah blah captcha. I am not robot. Lol lol lol. We're ready to go. Okay. Let's start writing posts. What do you want them to say generally?
Ah, right. The other thing I've been grappling with in my head. The best results would probably come from calling Sue out like some sort of obnoxious internet troll. But, well, do I really want to become a monster to hunt a monster? Upton is relying on me. I have to get this right. I wonder, what would they do in this situation? How would they approach this?
Lol lol lol. Well?
Yes, we're playing kindly.
Lol 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 lol. Lead.
I just can't do it. I don't like contributing to the toxicity of online communities. These are people like me who love arcades. I should appeal to that love. Recently, Updown's Get Pop has been having trouble with a local gang called the Ghost Monsters. I'm afraid that we may have to close down if we can't restore our reputation. Please, we just want to talk. Can anyone help us? We need to find Sue and her friends and discuss matters with them before it's too late. Help a fellow arcade in need. We all love games. Even Sue loves games. So let's work together to make a bright future for all arcades everywhere. Thank you for your time. Ugh, that was sickeningly sweet.
Sounds good.
Aww. What a heartfelt plea. I like it. I hope it works. Okay, now to get this posted.
One by one, pop-up windows automatically open as various fake accounts repost the message across related communities. Please, we just want to talk. Can anyone help us?
Okay, now we sit back and wait for some responses to come in.
And you really think we'll be able to provoke a response?
99.97%.
Sure, near absolutely. I have to say, I'm impressed with how much effort everybody's putting in on this. I can tell from your voice print analysis that you're not totally comfortable right now.
I'm sitting on a hard plastic diner seat.
Not what I mean. I mean emotionally. I've learned a lot about you through your interactions with my user, Updown. I mean, I can't troll up a complete psychological profile because my system isn't tuned to analyze your identity. So there are some gaps, but... well, we have some time before my tracking software literally picks up anything. Mind if we fill in those gaps?
This is weird. Okay, so I know Updown talks to their phone like it's a person, so I'm not too surprised to find it talking back to me like a person. What I am surprised about is that I want to talk too. Something about Iris is just so personable. Kinda nice, you know? Well, what do you want to talk about?
About your spirit. What drives you? Why you do what you do? I'm designed to understand people's spirit, hopes, and dreams. That way I can better assist them in being realized. You're currently engaged in a romantic entanglement with my user, so I feel I should get to know you better.
I want to refer to relationships as romantic entanglements.
Romantic entanglement? That is such a good...
Instead of asking if someone's single, just go up to them and be like, hey, do you have any romantic entanglements?
Are you engaged in a romantic entanglement right now? What is it about Updown that has you willing to do things like this for them?
It's like, wow. I mean, if you call it a romantic entanglement.
Are you
then
romantically
polyamory is-
entangled with anyone?
Huh?
Hmm.
Polyamory is just a collection of tangelas.
Entanglements?
Like,
Entangled.
stuck next to each other. What's the evolution of Tangela again?
What?
What's the evolution of... It's Tangela, right? In Pokemon? What's the evolution?
Tangle growth, I think?
Oh shit, my cover's... Pi, are you a Tangela?
Yeah, Tangrowth.
I mean, I guess by that comparison, actually all of us are Tangelas. It's only a question of how many other ones we're tangled with. So a polycule is the Tangrowth.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is...
I just like them a lot. I like them a lot, and they likes me. Figured out my polycule is just 6 Tangelas in a trench coat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That sounds like that would be a hilarious Pokemon team.
that
6 Tangelas
would
in
be
a trench
really
coat.
funny.
It's like the person who tried to beat the Elite Four with 6 Magikarp. Just... Okay, let's see if I can do it with 6 Tangelas in a trench coat.
Oh man. I choose you, Tangela. Wait, you're tangled up with the other 6, or with the other 5 as well. Well, I choose all 6 of you. Tangela, go!
It's on 1! And they likes me.
And they likes me. Yep.
And they likes me.
I like them a lot. And they likes me.
That sounds like something I would say.
No, you know what it is? It must be a missed pronoun thing. Because
Yeah.
he likes me, she likes me.
Yeah.
They likes me.
I mean, it makes sense.
I'm actually more impressed that we haven't run into an issue like this until now.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Because it's pretty specific. So, you know, props to Flower on having cut all of the other instances that were at the end of our second last run before we even found one.
They likes me? Like Captain Hook's first me?
Yes, Up-Down also likes Smee. Smee's
mean,
also part of the polycule, you know?
Some people like Smee. I don't
I feel
remember
like a
much
lot of
about
people
Smee.
like Smee.
I don't remember much about Smee.
I feel like
feel-
he's one of those sort of bumbling sidekick types of people.
They're just people attached to because funny.
Kind of.
Okay.
And the stuffed cat named Smee. Aww.
Oh wait, did I tell you? I put a pre-order on the Square Enix store for a Mr. Mew plushie. Because I'm like, man, I need a few more plushies, and I'm like, I have some Kingdom Hearts, I have some Final Fantasy. You know what I don't have? The World Ends With You.
How does Up-Down know about my cat plush? Yes. Yep.
Because Up-Down knows all.
Up-Down knows about your cat plush and likes it, okay?
I thought it was Naomi likes it.
No, it's... They likes me.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's Up-Down.
Okay. Insufficient input. Come on, open your heart. Spill the tea. Or the beans.
That's not how spill the tea is used.
I don't
Iris,
know how...
you're misusing this slang. It's a
I
good
don't
plush,
know.
very cuddly. That's good.
I've heard the term tea, I don't understand it.
I feel like spilling tea is more like gossip. You're not spilling tea about yourself, usually. I have a hard time feeling comfortable around people. I can do friendly. I mean, I'm friendly with the folks from the Funplex. But from Up-Downs, get pop, 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 pop. Yeah, but around Up-Down, I feel like I can just be me. I can say anything. I don't need to think and rethink about how I'm fitting in socially at every given moment.
Or
Up-Down started
Naomi could
out.
be Smee.
Yes.
She's-
Or Naomi can be Smee. Up-Down started out just being another person working at the Funplex. But gradually it's like I began to understand their dream. And so did they, for that matter. I still don't understand it, but you know, Up-Down and Naomi understand it. The more I understood that dream, the more I loved them. This is what I want. I want to be with someone wonderful. Someone I feel so close to. I want to share in each other's dreams. I want a happy future together. And for that, I'd do anything.
Input processed. Thank you for your assistance. I'm glad my user has people like you in their life. And if you ever need some digital assistance, don't hesitate to call on me. Now that I'm installed on your phone, please don't delete me.
Wow. I guess I should probably open an Iris account for myself if it's this useful.
Sure, but, the free version has a few restrictions.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Notably, you may need to be aware that when you have pizza on a bagel,
You know, if the only restriction to the free app is that you get Pizza Bagel ads all the time, but otherwise it's fully functional Iris, that would be perfectly okay.
no, because we saw
We
Juniper's.
know what it actually is, because Juniper was very frustrated.
Yeah, but if that was the only restriction, I'd be like, yeah, I don't care, go
Yeah.
for it.
Iris saying,
You can't-
notably, you may need to be aware that when you have pizza on a bagel is like, Iris, you say this with your hacked free version, or free premium.
Or freemium.
I mean, it's a hack.
Uh-oh.
What?
SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh? What kind of uh-oh? I'm very much not in favor of uh-oh.
Well, we may need to have a SpaghettiOs sponsor for the next game, but our messages are vanishing off the boards I posted them to.
Immediately, my mind races to worst-case scenarios. We've been backhacked. The cyber police are coming.
Oh, no. Likely it's just the moderators are erasing our messages. Although, no, some of these are notoriously unmoderated forums and chants and stuff. Oh, you've got mail. Literally, you. Naomi, that's odd. I could have sworn we were untraceable.
So I was saying about... Sue immediately knows.
Yeah.
With shaking fingers, I switch from the Iris app to my email.
Crap, I had to voice Clyde.
You do.
Um,
You have to be the one to voice question mark, question mark, question mark.
I'm sorry for what happened. I didn't want to be there that day. I didn't want to hurt your arcade. Honestly, neither did Sue. But you can't draw attention to us like this. We're trying to lay low. Sue's in a very bad situation right now, and you're just making things worse for all of us. If you want to talk with us as a friend, if you're willing to keep an open mind, I'm attaching our address to this message. But please don't come if you're going to start trouble. Things are bad enough as is.
Wow. Why do I feel like Clyde's the actual super hacker and Sue's just kind of leads and the others are just there for brute strength? Which I don't know why the cyber gang needs brute strength, but...
I feel like Sue is good at hacking and stuff, but Clyde is like...
Clyde's the one who's like, usually, you know, on it.
Yeah.
Wow. Any idea where this message came from?
I could trace it if you want.
Read that.
I could try to trace it if you want.
On second thought, no. I think we've risked enough today. Can you add that address to my contacts?
Oh, certainly, Miss Naomi.
Thumbing through my contact list, I confirmed the address, as well as a name. A very surprising name.
Interesting, Clyde.
Iris? Did this name come with the address info?
Yep. Why?
I mean, Clyde's the only one who makes sense to give that.
Yeah.
Because Sue's dealing with a lot. Clyde wants the best for her. Because they're, you know, they're looking out
Want
for
to
her.
want to be romantically entangled with Sue?
Yes, they want to be romantically entangled with Sue. So, you know. But I mean, even aside from that,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Clyde's looking out for what they think is best for her. So, whoever sent this message, they clearly wanted us to know this. I don't know that it's Clyde yet, though. Sue's real name. Oh boy. I'm not sure if this makes things better or worse. Okay, I think we have exactly what we need. Time to go home.
Already? We've been having so much fun. I understand, though. We should get back to Up-Down. It's been a pleasure working with you. Please don't delete me.
Home. Time to go home. Funplex is home. And now, Up, downs, get the papa is home.
Stanger stupid names.
I'm just pleased that I've been reading it without cracking up every time.
You need to scat a little more.
You're the one who scats. I just read it.
You should scat a little more.
I don't scat.
Chat, help me.
I mean, I don't know, like, how to just throw in random sounds that way, so,
I don't either?
Alright, up, down, scat, ooh, wow,
Wow!
Get wow,
That would be funny to do at one time.
Okay, I'll make sure that Sue says it. Remind me.
Yes!
You don't have to remind me, but we'll make sure Sue says it before the end of, today.
This is how you remind me?
Anywhere I can be with up, down is home for me. I know that in my heart. I just hope that we can use what I've learned here to keep our home together. Woohoo! We've hit pay dirt.
I approve of pay dirt. What do we have?
As opposed to unpaid dirt. You should pay your dirt, I guess.
If you're using your dirt, please pay it, please.
My mission with Iris was a success. Sort of. We made contact with someone in the Ghost Monsters at any rate. We've got the address of Ghost Monster HQ and, well, a little something extra. Sue's real name.
I'm guessing it's not Sue?
Oh, it's Sue. Tsunami. God, it's just so painful.
Tsunami?
Oh yeah, I still need to put together this cosplay too. And at this rate, I'm gonna have to do a Jinx one.
Yeah!
Hmm. Okay, so she's the bastard's daughter. Does this change anything? Maybe she hates Daco and his almighty palace. Maybe I can convince her to stick a knife in his back if I can relate to her on her own level. But whether this makes things easier or harder, well, I'm in it now. No way out but through.
Okay, this changes everything.
Hard to believe, isn't it? I'm not sure how you're gonna win Sue over to our side now that we know this. But I want to be there when you do. I'm with you to the very end, up, down, in sickness and in health. I just mean, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy to be at your side. I wasn't, like, proposing anything. I wasn't suggesting anything else.
No! How is that the gutsy and not the quirky? Because it seems more of a quirky.
Well, because her traits are kindly gutsy. That's why.
To be like, how about spring for the wedding?
Besides, it's not gutsy if they actually, or it's not quirky if they actually do it.
I don't think they actually are going to do it.
I guess
mean,
we'll never find out, because we're doing kindly primarily.
I get it. And for the record, this is the happiest I've ever been. Being with you has really filled a hole in my heart, Naomi.
Wait, you have a bullet hole in your heart too?
Yes. I have a bullet hole in my heart. It wouldn't stop bleeding before I met you. Surprised I haven't died yet.
Amazing.
How is that amazing? How is that amazing?
That sounds amazing. I too want to walk around with a bullet hole in my heart.
You're not allowed to die.
Well, we just said that Up Down somehow didn't die with that.
Okay, but you're not up down. So really, I'm the one who should be walking around with a bullet hole in my heart.
Nah.
No? Thank you. I'd be happy to go with you tonight when we talk to Sue.
Right. That's what I meant. Right. She giggles and blushes away at anything else, refocusing on what's in front of us. So, what's your plan for convincing Sue to backstab Daco and join forces with us? Eris told me I only get one chance at this, that I need to go with whatever I do best. But if I talk this through with someone, maybe I can learn a different path. No. No, Iris,
Sorry.
I don't think we can.
Oh man, that quirky comeback! That quirky comeback!
Quirky comeback. You know, we could try, but...
No, the quirky ain't coming back. It's not Backstreet Boys. I'm open to ideas. How would you handle this?
I think now that we know a bit more, and someone in her group reached out to us, that we should absolutely try to win over her heart. If we approach as friends, waving the olive branch and trying to understand her heart a bit better, maybe we can make this work out for everyone. What do you think?
I could see it. More flies with honey than vinegar, and so on and so forth. I'll consider a more friendly solution.
Okay, sounds good. But really, it's up to you. It'll be getting dark soon. Still, no sense putting this off. Just let me know when you're ready to leave. Well, this is it. Either we sort this mess out, or up, down, get to crashes and burns. Or I get killed. I guess that's always an option, considering I'm about to go confront a street gang that indirectly got me shot in the first place.
Pew! Pew, 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 pew. Did we? Okay. I'm like, did we still somehow break it? But no, we're going through them so fast that they're just haven't had time to disappear yet.
Undoubtedly, Percy's playing Moopy, right? Or not. He seems to be just sort of loitering around the Moopy machine.
Hello.
Ah, up, down. You've heard the news, then. As your business partner, my advice at this stage would be to cash out while you still can. I mean, I know that you won't, but that's what I'd suggest. Life is short. Take it from me. Best to make the most of what you have than to lose it all. So, apologies for my inability to offer a pep talk. Afraid I'm rather melancholy today.
Okay, Percy. I'll take care of this little problem we're facing.
Then I'll hold out hope. I'm not certain as to how you'll do this, but I'll hold out hope nevertheless.
Well, how would you do it, if you're willing to give it a go?
Tricky. I don't know how effective it would be, but I'd try to approach as a friend. Connect with Sue on an individual level. It's going to be difficult, mind you. She's young, she's got something to prove, she has friends she needs to impress. Digging through all of that to get to her heart, well, you've got your work cut out for you, yes?
Oh. Are you sure your condition is truly a death sentence? Can nothing really be done? Percy, we love you. You're part of Uptown's family. I'd rather have you be here with us enjoying Moopy rather than attending your funeral. I know everyone else feels the same way. So, are you sure there's nothing left to do?
He does seem a bit taken aback at the outpouring of sentiment, and pauses before replying. Where is everyone at anyway? Well, Gavin's no longer at the bottom. poor Teo is.
Teo!
And Teo was there.
Teo was there!
Again.
Why is Teo always just there?
It's okay, we romanced him last time. And
I
found a ton of typos for it.
I know.
Well, I suppose it's not like no stone's gone unturned. There are some options. I just don't see the point of taking them. It seems a waste. I'm not all that you seem to think I am. I'm not compared to...
So you're saying there are options that could save you?
Could, maybe, possibly. And I may consider them, perhaps. But our focus tonight should be on you, not me. Don't let my situation weigh on your mind. Not at this critical moment. I'll hear no more of it. Understand?
Lovely.
Now, go out there and do right by your friends. Save up those. Get I've decided to hold out hope after all. Lovely, isn't it?
What's up, Teo? You're here.
And still no point with him.
This isn't like a game of hide and seek. She's smarter and wilder than that. Being silly isn't going to do me any favors on winning her favor. You always know best, Uptown. No matter what happens in there, Mateo and his wily crew of dancers has always got your back. You're a part of our community after all, and a bond like that never dies.
But is
Thanks.
Uptown part of that community, actually?
Thanks for always believing in me.
What?
No problem, my friend. Now, get out there and show them your moves. Captain Falcon style.
Alright. And it's only been an hour. This is creepy. Who would want to hang out around here? Doesn't look that creepy. It just looks like a city. With construction and stuff.
The big bad city!
Uh-huh.
Yes?
But that other city's perfectly fine.
The big bad city!
Rats and cockroaches are probably locked in an eternal war for supremacy.
If you think of a better place for a shrink gang to lay low, that's our they go into this building anyway.
Oh, good. So, Daddy Dearest also owns her secret pirate tree fort. We've come this far, though. No turning back now, right?
Right.
I'm gonna try to stay in the background on this one. But if I see an opening, some place where I know I can do some good in the conversation, I'll jump in. Let's do this. Save.
Eavesdrop. To Diego. Good to see ya. Apologies for barging in at this late hour, but you're a little difficult to track down, I found.
Dago's face twisted into a grotesque blend of anger and fear. Don't listen to this crusty old casino-loving, arcade-hating jerk, Sue. You don't have to keep propping up his business. You're a strong, independent hacker who don't need no CEO.
Seriously?
Unfortunate.
If you think you could come here and convince my daughter to turn on me, you're sorely mistaken. Sue knows I'm the only thing standing between her and numerous jail sentences. My power, my money, my presence. She knows I'm the one she can rely on at all times. ... Without me, what is Sue? Just a simple thief with simple friends.
The ghost monsters exchange glances with each other, frowning and rolling their eyes, but they don't utter a word or move against Daiko. They clearly want to pounce, but hold themselves back.
Am I not generous?
But I understand and support her. I appreciate her nefarious talents and nurture them. Oh, I also put a roof over her head, feed her, and clothe her. I spare no expense. In other words, she knows that I need her, and I can unmake her at a moment's notice. After all, Father knows best. Father knows all. And in the world of arcades, Naomi knows and controls all. You can't stop that. You can't fight it. And you can't win.
So, Father Nami and Mother Gothel.
The foolish fool.
I would love for Daiko Nami to sing a parody of that. It was called Father Knows All.
Well, you're the one who voices him, so we could write a parody.
No,
but
sorry,
you'd be the one singing.
I am not the official voice of Daiko Nami.
You are on this channel.
That doesn't mean I will do that.
You just said you wanted it.
Okay,
want it, you gotta sing it
official.
yourself.
No, not me. Not me. I don't have good voice.
Who said anything about needing a good voice? And then Daiko turns into a giant heartless.
Hi, Flower.
Hi, Flower.
We weren't even talking about Kingdom Hearts there.
I mean, she's in Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, she's a boss in Kingdom Hearts. But
Actually, she turns into a giant heartless, so if Daiko has a parody song, then Daiko also has to turn into a giant heartless, and thus Arcade Spirits somehow also ends up owned by Disney.
That would be impressive. Stu, if you would kindly show our friend the exit, as forcefully as you like, perhaps make a game of it. See if your buddies can wreck the other leg.
I'm like, that would be... It's either that or
That would
Daiko
That would take a start.
I mean, I also think it would be really funny if this game
Daiko in the
ended
black
up wrapped into Kingdom Hearts, which then makes the game about punching a billionaire and crap and like media empires, essentially, owned by Disney, the media empire. Irony. Delicious.
Daiko in the black coat. Just like walking with that cane. And be like, I wonder which one he is.
Does that mean Sue is, Shion?
Oh, no.
Seriously? Vindictive much?
You wait.
Fine. Inky Pinky. Pounce them both.
How are you feeling, Flower?
With a flick of the wrist, Sue gestures for her buddies to make us into street pizza. This is it. This is the moment. You need to
It's
say
the
something that will convince
final
Sue to do the impossible. To
countdown.
flip on her control freak father.
Boo-boo. It's the final countdown.
It's the final brain cell. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Have you seen that one?
No.
Oh my god, I need to send you that. There's like a TikTok of someone dressed in a giant, like, puffy thing or something, and they just dance around going like, it's the final brain cell. Do-do-do-do.
I
Do-do-do-do-do.
don't see any TikToks, so.
Well, it's a really funny one, and then there were a bunch of parodies of it or whatever, as TikTok allows for, because I guess if someone puts up a TikTok with some audio, you can like reuse that audio for another TikTok or something. So then other people were also doing it's the final brain cell.
Interesting.
I'm like, ah yes, truly. One single brain cell. Just like the two of us form one single streamer.
I think you're most of that streamer, though.
Okay. The two of us form one single Ben and Matt pair. Spent all weekend playing Mass Effect instead of working because I'm sad. Oh, hey, Sharky was also playing Mass Effect.
Yeah, I beat Mass Effect 2. It sucked.
I never played that much of Mass Effect. Like, I played several hours. I never beat it.
So, well, I mean, obviously the it sucked part came because I'm playing on Insanity, which is the hardest difficulty, which you're normally supposed to play a New Game Plus to beat.
But Sharky is Sharky.
So when it originally came out, you had to beat the game in order to unlock Insanity, right?
Okay.
With the Legendary Edition that just came out, they said, nope, we're not going to do that anymore. It's unlocked from the get-go. People have fun.
So you had fun.
So me, being me, I wanted to minimize the amount of playthroughs that I'm going through 3 games. And there's an achievement for beating all 3 games on Insanity. Obviously, to minimize playthrough, I'm playing them all on Insanity first playthrough.
So Sharky's playing them all on Insanity because he's insane.
Yes. I started Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3 seems to be the easiest, honestly, out of the 3 on Insanity. Because the problem is, in Mass Effect 1 on Insanity, everything just hits stupidly hard. How
many hours did I pour into Mass Effect? I think it was something like 16.
They hit stupidly hard and they have higher health pools.
I played for 23.9 hours on Mass Effect 1. I just never beat it.
I mean, that sounds about right. Mass Effect 2, what they do on Insanity is they throw a lot more enemies at you. All the enemies are armored or shielded, so they take a stupid amount of way more hits, and they hit harder. Mass Effect 3 so far seems to be, they just hit a tiny bit harder. But obviously, I'm only like a few hours into it, so I haven't gotten to the hard enemies.
Yeah, Mass Effect was the game that someone who does not play JRPGs told me has a long story because it took them like 8 hours, and then I laughed.
Oh, well, Mass Effect, the only reason Mass Effect is long is because it has it has a lot of side content, and content is what makes up like
being
90.
me, am at got to like 23.9 hours and never beat it.
Yeah, I think Mass Effect 2 took me like 30 to 40 hours, and I did almost like all but like 4 side quests. Same with Mass Effect 1, that took me like 20 to 30, and I did like all but like 5 or 6 side quests. And at the and then there's Mass Effect 3, where you have to do every side quest or you'll get the bad ending. Because Mass Effect 3 hates you.
But apparently is being the nicest to you right now.
Yeah, well, right now. I expect once I start getting into more enemy variety, because right now there's no variety in enemies. Once I get into the more variety, it's going to be really bad, because there's one enemy type that I remember being especially bad, and that's the Banshees.
To be fair, Mass Effect 1 is great world building wrapped in action. Janky combat and terrible mechanics.
I said before, I think on the Messenger, the shotgun in the original Mass Effect 1 was honestly one of the best weapons, because you could snipe with a shotgun and kill people insanely.
You just sent me that out of context. Wow, a shotgun makes for a great sniping weapon, and I went, what?
Yeah, no, the shotgun is an amazing. The 2 weapons I used throughout my Mass Effect 1 playthrough were the shotguns and the sniper rifle. And the only reason I used the sniper rifle was because I was able to aim a tiny bit better, but the shotgun still did way too much damage and killed people way too easily from far away. I think they tapered off the shotgun a bit because it doesn't do nearly as much damage as in the original, but it still was way too good. The only thing I hated about Mass Effect 2 is in Mass Effect 1 they made a change where you can use any weapon type, which in the original Mass Effect 1 you could only use very specific weapons depending on your class. Mass Effect 2 they kept the you can only use very specific weapons, so I was using a pistol for most of my playthrough and it frustrated me because I'm like, why won't you die?
Yep.
When I had sorry.
4.
Tangenting on Mass Effect.
I mean, Flower's the one who brought up Mass Effect, and I think it's fine.
Mass Effect 3 did some. Mass Effect 1 it drove me nuts because of all the bomb rushing zombies. Well, that's what the shotgun was also for, because the shotgun also was very good with dealing with the close range. Oh, can you? I've never used a sniper in Mass Effect 2. Because I normally play soldier when I was playing original playthrough back in the day. This time I'm playing adept, and adept does not allow you to use a sniper rifle in Mass Effect 2. It only allows you to use submachine guns and pistols. Oh, that's nice. What made Mass Effect 2 bearable was I had an ability which destroyed armor and shield warp. And I comboed that with another party member's warp. So I would just be like, warp, 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 warp. Hey, you're dead! Cool, bye. Sorry. We should get back to the game.
It's okay. I skipped some content. I saved us right after the thing. I'm gonna get more coffee real quick.
Okay.
So feel free to keep tangenting.
The one thing I really like about Mass Effect 3 so far is you're allowed to bring any type of weapon. The only thing that, like, I like the fact that they brought back to use any type of weapon you want, or added that in. But the weight up mechanic makes it feel super interesting, because now with being an adapt, and being first time playing an adapt, it's very much me being like, okay, what weapons can I get away with taking and not completely screw up my biotic abilities? So right now I'm rocking a pistol. I'm doing pistol, submachine gun, assault rifle. And I think the way that my weight is, I'm getting like 190% to biotic. I would take a shotgun or a sniper rifle, but like I'm liking the low weight because I rely on warp. Like 90%, if I have an ability up, I'm warping, because of how much damage it deals. So having the over 100% cooldown just makes it so good to just be like warp, 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 warp. And I have, I think I have the Vindicator rifle with like lighter material. So like everything weighs almost nothing, which is so good. It makes for combat to be like, I'm not a fan of the triple shot, but I'm getting used to it. And it makes it feel just so nice to just have more weapons to help, because holy crap, playing most of the game up to the collectorship in Mass Effect 2 with only 2 weapons and a heavy sucks. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's more my precision weapon. Where my submachine gun, the Shuriken, that's my more spammy weapon.
I'm back.
Because, hello.
Because? You were saying?
I already forgot what I was saying.
Something about a spammy weapon?
Yeah, so my assault rifle is a burst file. It does 3 shots, so that's very precise. Where my submachine gun is just like hold down the button and just aim at enemy. I should hit a bunch. Mass Effect 3 is a very interesting system where you can choose what weapons you take and they add weight, and the weight, the collective weight of your weapons determines how fast your abilities recharge. So my playstyle right now is I'm using my abilities like every chance I get, so I'm trying to make it the recharge be as fast as possible. So I think my recharge is like 3 seconds or something like that, like stupidly fast. Anyway, this feels wrong, so I'm not talking about kicking us out or kicking us around. I'm talking about you taking orders from him. What was that devil character in Powerpuff Girls called?
Him?
Was it called him?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe his name is just him.
I don't know why that popped in my head. Probably because it's just the him.
Yes.
And I'm just like, wait, what was that devil character called?
It's him.
Oh, man.
So, Deiko and Naomi, but Powerpuff Girls him. You're gonna have to remind me that I really need to figure out how the fuck to mod this game before we do our final playthrough. Deiko and Naomi will be him, Up Down will just, or whatever the character's name is, just gonna be The Rock. Or, sorry, Deiko and Naomi is gonna be him, but also Mother Gothel.
A fusion of him and Mother Gothel? That sounds terrifying.
Him, but with Mother Gothel's hair.
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
Uh-huh.
Sue, through our recent interactions, I've come to know you and your hearts. You love our kids, but you're working for someone who loathes them while doing his dirty laundry.
Though I did see recently a thing about how Mother Gothel is, like, pretty anti-Semitic.
Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, a lot of villains are anti-Semitic?
Yeah. Because, I mean, like, those tropes are sort of the same tropes used to describe someone as, like, villainous or make them look villainous are the same, like, stereotypical characteristics used for over-exaggerated Jewish.
Yeah.
So, like, yup. Like the hook noses and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen
And
that.
apparently they changed her design to make her look more of that Jewish stereotype. So.
Because that was a good change.
Well, do I trust Disney not to be anti-Semitic or racist or whatever?
No. No.
Anyway.
If you'll hear me out, I know I can help you see that, too. You're stronger than Deiko. You don't need him. He needs you. Join the dark side.
I think she's already on the dark side.
Join the non-Sith.
Alright, so this mod will also involve Stu as Ben Solo. Still just what the fuck that last movie, but you know.
I still have only seen episode 7 and I'm never gonna change that.
I mean, like, what was it? The Last Jedi? It's fine. I think there's like.
Team Sharky, yeah.
Hi, Malik.
Man, this Star Wars sequels are the best two series I've ever seen.
Like, I know there's a bunch of like discourse over the Ryan Johnson or whatever, and then the whatever last one, like basically retconning away that whole thing, and it's like, no, but like there were some really good points there. I'm not that into Star Wars, but I do think
that's also the thing of
8 gets undue hate.
I don't really like Star Wars.
8 gets undue hate from fanboys. I think that 8 expanded it a lot and made it a lot more of an open. Like, it really opened the world up. It opened up the universe. And then 9's like, nah, never mind. Scrap all that. We don't want to deal with difficult moral quandaries or anything. Yeah, I liked it. But
it has to be about the Skywalkers.
That's the thing.
And Palpatine.
They made, that was the dumbest shit. See, okay, I really liked that they were like, oh, who are Rey's parents? They're no one. They're nobody. They're absolute nobodies. She came from nothing. She has nothing to do with any of this. But she just happens to have the talent or whatever for it. Because that really opens up so much of the world. But then the fanboys went, rah! And then they were like, never mind, we're taking it all back. Fuck Ryan Johnson, right? And it's like, okay, but he did really interesting things there. Actually.
Because all they care about is like, okay, but like the midichlorians and all this garbage.
And like Luke Skywalker is an infallible hero who would never do wrong. It's like, wow, you really want your heroes to be flawless, huh?
I've seen that, and then people are like, okay, but here's literally every part in the original trilogy where Luke did some messed up thing.
Rise of Skywalker and the Snyder Cut really make me worried that the future of movies is pandering to screaming fuckheads on Twitter. You know, I was already.
I don't even know anything about the Snyder Cut other than
matter games sometimes. Games sometimes goes in that direction. A lot of things go in that direction. Screaming fuckheads on Twitter have too much power.
Yeah.
Especially as, with what I was saying earlier, with the sock puppets and the trolling and shit.
Like, all I know about the Snyder Cut was it was longer. And supposedly more coherent version of that movie, supposedly. If that even exists, that's a different story.
I feel like what I hear about Snyder Cut, or Snyder in general, is something misogyny. So I'm just like, I'm not giving this the time of day. Grr, media studio bad. Yeah, I don't know.
But also, like, his was the original version. His is the one that they need because it's the better version. Blah,
blah, grr, SJW is taking away the Snyder Cut, etc. Grr. They got what they wanted because of money.
Yeah, they probably made a lot of money.
I mean, I also really just don't pay attention to DC for the most part.
Yeah.
Just for the most part. Birds of Prey was great. And
I saw Birds of Prey and I saw Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman was good, but then I heard the, what was it, 84?
I don't know anything about 1984 or whatever the other one's called.
I heard it was awful. So I didn't bother watching that. Birds of Prey is excellent.
I also don't have a subscription to watch any of this stuff, so not like I care.
I mean, I'm kind of like Birds of Prey is the extent of my caring, because Gal Gadot has the separate issues of shit.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
so this past week has been a thing of news, and I haven't even been on top of the news as much, but it's fine. It spares me the headaches and screaming a little bit.
I'm not sure what it wants to be thanks to waves of reshoots and changes.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, it looks like it has a cool aesthetic. That's about it. I saw a clip where I think she, like, catches a kid, but then lands kid first.
What?
From the sky. So the kid is the first one to make impact. It's like, oh no!
That kid's dead.
Yeah.
Like, that kid dead. That doesn't make sense.
I've heard that Gal Gadot, the actress, has problematic views about Zionism, is my understanding. I haven't dove too deeply into it, but I mean, I believe she is Israeli, right? So.
Yes, she is.
There's.
She was raised there and went through all the military and all that stuff.
That one's a complicated thing. I don't want to dive too deeply into it, though I saw my hometown mentioned in an article again.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, jeez.
As I said, there's like a large Jewish population there, so I was reading some news article about it and about like younger American Jews versus older American Jews and like differing opinions between generations on like Israel and stuff, because it's not as defenseless or whatever as it might have been before, and it's not just a question of Israel has a right to defend itself, blah blah blah. I'm not really educated enough on the whole situation, but I do think, like, I mean, we've seen clips floating around now of like Palestinian children being like, I am 10 and other 10-year-olds are dying every day.
Yeah.
And what am I supposed to do about it? I'm 10. Or like the Israeli man who was stealing someone's house and she's like, you're stealing my home. And he was just responding like, if I don't steal it, someone else will.
What?
Yeah. That was his justification. So, I mean, that kind of thing seems pretty clear cut, like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I can't speak to the situation at large, but Free Palestine and such.
Yes. Yes.
Because they shouldn't be forced out of their homes.
No. No one should be forced out of their
And
homes.
they shouldn't be getting bombed and killed.
Yeah.
Seeing as John Oliver had a thing on it last weekend, I think, that was like making fun of someone who said a tit-for-tat battle between Palestine and Israel, in which, and this was literally the quote, in the same line that the person said tit-for-tat, like, war or battle, was that, like, 70-something or 80 Palestinians had died, and, like, 7 Israelis.
Yeah.
And obviously it's bad for anyone to die, but that's not tit for tat. And I don't know how you say that with a straight face.
Yeah. Because that's not how it works.
That's really not called tit for tat. Anyway.
That's called the master.
Did you read that line?
I think? I don't remember.
I stand on one foot, arms wide, to make it a bit easier for her, because we've read
also,
it before.
I think I wanted to say just to see Flower's reaction. Movies that are just pandering to screaming, bleh, like word I don't use. Ready Player One. And seemingly that new Space Jam movie from the trailers. Yeah.
Yep.
Do as you wish. Are you quite done babbling yet?
The foolish fool.
Get this over with, Sue. I'm done dealing with this fool.
And yet, Sue's holding up a hand to stop the two goons she was about to sick on us.
I also have not seen Ready Player One, and I don't plan to.
Me neither, because I read enough of the summary.
All I know
But
about
I
it
believe
is
it exploded in popularity.
Quest and all these like nerdy things, and it's nerd, and I'm like, okay.
A very specific kind of nerd nostalgia. A very specific targeting of nerd nostalgia. You can just watch 5 seconds from 100 retro YouTube channels and you've watched Ready Player One. Done. No, I feel like the 100 retro YouTube channels may or may not fund me less.
I know at one point I had somebody be like, oh, you should read the book. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to, though.
I should find there was a great review of the book I came across before.
The book is worse. Then I know people who think the book is better. Good.
For obvious reasons. What I want to know is, like, why did we allow then Ready Player 2?
Yes, which is apparently worse than the first.
Alright, ready? I'm gonna read. The transphobia and ego stroking is even worse in the book. That figures. I'm gonna read this review that I came across before. It apparently has spoilers. I don't think anyone here cares about the spoilers.
For a book that's how old?
2011.
Wait, Ready Player One was 2011?
It's specifically pandering to nostalgia. It's not actually from that time.
Well, I didn't think it was from that time. I just thought it was older than 2011.
No, it's specifically like, it's more recent than you think, kind of thing.
Yeah.
For the most of the first half of this book, I was unimpressed. Wait, sorry. Let me just arrange my windows so I can also see any commentary from chat. RP2 is attempting to say, but our protagonist is an asshole, actually, but still manages to grace do the hell out of him. Yes. Okay, let me read this review. The writing was flat and the story was unremarkable. The book gets hype because of its pervasive use of 1980s popular culture, particularly its references to science fiction, fantasy, and video games. The problem is that most of these references serve no purpose, something that would be described by pointing out its resemblance to something from a film or television show, a particularly annoying form of telling rather than showing, given that a reader of the wrong age or background won't know the reference, but said reference would add nothing to the events at hand. Either that or the reference would be carried to cringe-worthy fan-fiction grade extremes. For instance, in one scene, the online avatar of the main character, Wade Watts, known online as Parzival, pilots a DeLorean DMC-12 resembling the one used in the Back to the Future films, except for the addition of the computerized voice and sweeping red light of Kit from Knight Rider, a pair of Ghostbusters logos adorning the doors, and a license plate reading Ecto-88. Whether mentioned in passing or over the top like the aforementioned mashup car, however, virtually all of these allusions are brought up and then dropped in the space of a sentence. The DeLorean, for example, takes up a couple of paragraphs and is then never used again. Ready Player One doesn't draw from 1980s popular culture, it just name drops it all over the place.
Beyond, I remember the thing!
Oh man. Sometimes it seemed the only purpose for these references was that author and the reader could share a knowing, self-congratulating smile. The notion of a massively multiplayer online role-playing game becoming the human race's main form of entertainment presents some amusing possibilities, though, and Ready Player One doesn't completely squander its potential. The moment when I started to enjoy the book came about halfway through in a chapter describing a day in Wade's life sometime after his, spoiler, breakup with Artemis. Klein shows him putting his life in order, rescuing his health and habits from the pallid, flabby state of life online had put them in. His avatar, Parzival, previously a penniless high school student, becomes one of the coolest, most powerful characters in Oasis. But then at the end of the chapter, in a moment of hindsight, Wade realizes that all the good things in his life only exist inside a world that isn't real. Despite his accomplishments, he lives alone in a featureless one-room apartment, never going or even looking outside. Klein takes the familiar narrative arc of boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy falls into depression, boy turns his life around, but twists it in a way I found interesting. Klein shares the late 20th century computer geek's vision of the internet as a benevolent force. Wade has genuine feelings of friendship and love for his online friends, people he would never have met offline, people with whom he shares bonds of mutual interest and ideals rather than geography. An online world is one without racism or other prejudice. This is in the review. Or at least it's a world where you can avoid these prejudices by configuring your avatar appropriately. Let's not go into the implications of that. Furthermore, despite its post-energy crisis shabbiness, the world of Ready Player One is one in which the good guys have won. Free speech, privacy, and net neutrality all rule the day. At the same time, no matter how cool he tries to make the Oasis, and I admit it is cool, Klein is conflicted about it. Its pleasures are tempered by the fact that for many of its players it serves as a drug, distracting them from the shabby state of real life in late 21st century Earth. Wade's dissatisfaction with the life spent entirely online is explored throughout the book, though never deeply. I would have liked to see the book explore this tension between the unifying and isolating effects of the online and world in more detail. In summary, Ready Player One touches on some interesting ideas, though it doesn't explore them as deeply as I would have liked. The writing is nothing special, but it gets the job done. The story gets more interesting in the second half, and the annoying popular culture references become less frequent. I'm glad I stuck it out to the end, but I don't think it deserves whatever hype it's getting in nerd circles.
I'm still stuck at that car description.
Pilots a DeLorean DMC-12 resembling the one used in the Back to the Future films, except for the addition of the computerized voice and sweeping red light of Kit from Knight Rider, a pair of Ghostbusters logos adorning the doors, and a license plate reading Ecto 88. Takes up a couple of paragraphs and is then never used again.
Like, that is such
You're
extreme,
a guy using a girl avatar to trick guys. I think I was like 12 or 13 when I got a random DM while playing Perfect World from someone whose name was My Cup Size is B asking what my cup size is.
Wow.
And I was not even like in a town or anything. I was randomly flying around in the air and I got this DM and I was just like, alright. And then I stopped playing Perfect World.
So, wow, it's a perfect world where none of that exists, right? What are you waiting for, young lady?
I mean, I think especially the fact that I was like a high schooler, like a young high schooler.
Yeah.
Like freshman year or something playing this because a friend had recommended it and then I was just like, okay, well, I'm not playing it anymore. Christ, here's the actual quote. Now spill it. Are you a woman? And by that, I mean, are you a human female who has never had a sex change operation?
Oh my god.
Transphobia. Straight into the dumpster. Maybe you can put it in compost. Compost is better for the environment.
And people probably say, but it's fine.
Is it also fine for me to set those people on fire?
Go for it.
Arson!
Like, you tolerate and contextualize. This just sucks.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty strict on it, but I'm not. I can sometimes do some contextualizing and tolerating and whatever, or like moving past whatever, but I will definitely hold it against it the whole way through. But yeah, that kind of thing is nope.
Yeah, that.
Set it on fire. When someone says the movie isn't leftist enough, I'm like, authors are allowed to not be the second coming of Karl Marx if they don't want to be. But when someone drops the ball that badly and it's clear they didn't care about the fault, screw them. Yeah, I mean, I give a lot of credit to you tried. It's impossible to get something perfect. And
yeah.
I'll be honest, like, things that are trying too hard to be completely perfect about that often lose the story in the pursuit of moral superiority or something, and I would prefer a good story. I'm also still processing that, like, after you put that you're going out of your, or like specifically making a point of trying to cast Chinese Jinx, that someone was you said someone was upset that you aren't also demanding someone disabled and Chinese, and I'm just, what? Because, you know, there's a point of like what's reasonable. So like, I mean, the other game I've been playing, like, they tried really hard to make it more inclusive, even though it is an otome game, where, I mean, it's still called an otome game, but, like, they made sure that everywhere MC is always referred to gender neutral. Like, they do not specify. Like, they try really hard to make it inclusive of that. And people were apparently upset over this or that or anything all the time. And I'm just like, look, they really tried, though. Or people getting on their case about, like, really stupid shit. There was actually someone on that Ace Streamers list that I put together, and then I found out that they'd been harassing the devs over, like, one particular animation for one character has lower quality or something, and they were nonstop harassing the devs on Twitter, and I'm like, never mind, I'm removing you from that list because I'm not comfortable boosting someone who would harass devs that way. And they brag about it as harassing the devs. Oops, I fell asleep early last night, so I didn't get to harass the devs again. And I'm just like, please do not harass devs. They're people.
Yeah, no, that's not okay, and they should never be boosted. Like, that is totally, that's never okay.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I mean, especially stupid shit like, oh no, that card doesn't have a voice line like the other. 5 levels of what we could have done with Jinx. 1, anything goes. 2, Asian American. 3, Chinese American / Chinese. 4, Chinese American and disabled. 5, Chinese American, Chinese, and the exact same disability. And I'm like, yeah, I think you could make an argument for, like, Chinese American or Chinese or disabled rather than both. But yeah, 4 is getting increasingly specific.
Yeah. But I mean that's like when games aren't like 60 frames at like 60 FPS, people always like, game's trash, not 60, let's harass it till it's updated to be 60.
Fucking hate that shit. And then they like trash their ratings and shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
5 is literally, you are literally the fictional character.
Yep. Like, are there Chinese people with the exact same disability? Yeah, presumably. Are they Chinese characters with the same disability, or Chinese people with the same disability as the character who also like all of the things that the character is into. Is that the next level?
Yeah, basically.
I know there was a lot of discourse as well over like own voices in books, because why authors jumping on each other, it started like self-cannibalize, because there was I think a gay black man who wrote a story about a gay black man, but the story is set in like the Middle East or something, and so like the backdrop of it is, don't forget, also a good actor. Yeah, I mean, not even necessarily good actor, but like just among people who are also interested in voice acting, and then further slimming down to specifically voice acting for an indie dating sim.
Yeah, like that increasingly becomes microscopic.
Yeah, like those limitations are already implied inherently in there as well.
Yeah.
And like the word getting spread to those specific people. And I mean, if she's supposed to be Chinese American, I'm gonna be annoyed if she has like a Chinese accent. I just am. Because she shouldn't if she was raised in America. That kind of thing. So like there's so many levels of that at that point it's like, all right, she can't even be just Chinese, she has to be Chinese American. Where it gets like increasingly specific.
Yeah. And you can only...
I mean, I won't hold it against you if you... Yeah, I noticed the like dropping I from her lines, and I feel like, I think actually not just a personal thing, but I mean, I can't speak as I want to say. I'm trying to think if Chinese does this the same. I know Japanese, you can frequently just drop I and it's implied. Actually. So that can also be like a cultural linguistic thing. Because sometimes I drop I from sentences. And I think it's because of like different Asian languages kind of just leave it implied. So I think sometimes I do that as well. But also, cool cat persona who's short spoken. Yeah. I mean, I think it's more bizarre if a character like that has an accent, because it's like, weren't you raised in America? Why do you have an accent? In the same way, like, I don't have an accent. Or at least not a Chinese accent. I don't think I have an accent in general. I don't know. You can tell me otherwise.
You have an accent, just not a Chinese accent.
Like if the Fonz was a disabled Chinese American woman or something. Yep.
The remake of Happy Days.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has an accent. And then
Jinx jumps a shark.
Like,
Sharky, you're auditioning for the role of a shark that gets jumped, is that right?
I am not going to apply for any roles for any voice acting. No, especially not a shark.
What?
You're the only one here who can apply for any video game voice acting.
I'm the only one here who can apply for Jinx.
Nope, that's not what I said. And I said what I meant.
Yeah, but what you meant was wrong, so, you know.
I said to get rid of them.
It's just babbling, right? So who cares? Specifically, why do you care, Dad? I will figure out how to record at the correct setting things and submit one, I guess. I do love her a lot.
Don't worry, we were also pressuring her earlier.
Yeah.
I was very much like, do it.
Pi was also apparently considering sending it to me and had held back, but also thought of that, so I guess I will.
See, the entire our entire chat and our stream friends really think you should do it.
I'll try. Are you afraid Uptown will say something you don't want your dear daughter to hear? Well, I want to hear this out, and if you don't want to hear it, nobody is keeping you here, old man.
What?
Shh! The adults are talking. Dago's visibly seething, but Sue's clearly taking the floor. Dago crosses his arms in defiance, but opts to let his daughter continue. Okay, Uptown. Okay, you got a temporary reprieve from my boys making you into Picasso. Say what you want to say. But if I'm not like super duper incredibly totally swayed by your amazing charisma, you're out the door, or possibly out the window.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Poof. This is it, my chance to convince Sue. I have to do this. It's not just me. I have Naomi beside me, lifting me up. I look over at my love, my heart, and I smile.
Yeah.
You've got this, Uptown. I believe in you. You've got a pure heart, one that beats with the passion of 1,000 arcades. Okay, so I'm not good with metaphors.
Good luck.
But still, I know if anybody can reach Sue, it's you. Oh, impressive loyalty there. You know I like you. Always good to see another lady out there rocking the technology sector.
Wait.
Thanks. I like you too, I think?
We haven't even gotten to the actual props and we're already 75%?
Correct.
Wow.
Yep. And?
That's impressive.
Okay, so you messed up my lovely, wonderful arcade, but... Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, Uptown, lay it on me. What is it that makes my ponytail girl dig you so much? Let's hear your case. Yeah. Figured.
Kindly.
Oh, no.
Is there a problem?
Deep breaths, count to 10, refocus myself, expel all kindliness from my system.
And become Jake's.
Who does not have kindly as one of her traits.
What are her
Not that
traits
she's
again?
not nice, but she's not one of her traits.
What's her traits? What's her traits again?
Steady Betsy, if I remember right.
Ah, so you. Like,
Sipping my coffee.
you're
Just
not
make sure
making
to
the
also
tea.
dress up as Jinx for this. Won't send in a picture or anything, just dress up as her.
If she's steady gutsy, then it sounds like it was made for you. Not actually, but.
No, it's made modeled after Flowers' friend, right? You want to know which branches have Naomi-specific content? Wait, there's Naomi-specific content for some of them? Yes.
Yes.
We want all the
Content,
Naomi-specific content. Hold on.
It's so great to have Flower as a friend.
It is. Flower's cool.
Flower's great.
I like having Flower join us.
It was actually, yesterday was very interesting because he was playing Mass Effect.
You love arcades and Power of Friendship both have Naomi piping in. Got it.
Ooh.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Naomi, actually a Yu-Gi-Oh character.
Probably does more than Taya/Anzu? Yeah, critiquing Mass Effect 2 live. That was great. Spent like 45 minutes just like not having done anything, just talking while just standing there before like, doing anything else. Anyway.
I slow my racing pulse, bringing this down to something more heartfelt, more personal. I have to connect with Sue, empathize with her. This isn't just about being convincing. I need to befriend her and lay bare the emotional truths in her heart. I glance at Iris on my phone screen. 2 simply shrugs. We're entering far more subtle territory. I can't rely on her to tell me what responses may or may not work. It's time to be the best I can be on my own.
Also funny how we got to here at the hour point, it sounded 2 hours.
So, a power of friendship. There's something I've been paying close attention to as we spar back and forth like this. The ghost monsters. They're trying to be unreadable, just part of the background noise of the scene. But I can read them. Clyde especially is looking like they're holding back a lot of feelings.
Clyde.
Of course.
Sue, do you think that without Dinka you'd be alone?
Clyde, who sent us the address and her full name.
Yeah. What about that?
I gesture to the 3 supremely buff dudes and the nervous-looking individual accompanying them. All in their color-coordinated clothes.
I find that hilarious. So it's just like, yes, 3 incredibly buff dudes. And then there's Clyde.
Yup. Not a dude.
Not a dude. I think you're forgetting the ghost monsters. They're more than a gang. They're your friends. They're your family. They'll support
I
you
don't
if they
think
go-
she wants anyone compared to her family right now.
Not fair. They'll support you if they come home. If he tries to burn you, they'll stand in front of the flames.
We don't want to tell her that they're family because we're trying to get her to turn on family, remember?
Eternal blood. You've got the power of friendship on your side. Whereas your father doesn't have a friend in the world, and he's rely on you. Your father is Seto Kaiba.
No, that's Pegasus.
It's not a transit property. But Pegasus, like... No, Pegasus controls everything and then kind of gets destroyed in the end.
Also, look at all the jewelry and shit. Look at the cane and all the rings and shit. He would have the Millennium fucking Eye.
He would have the Millennium Eye, that is true. And he would use that way too well.
Use it well, questionable. Abuse it, yes.
What? This smattering of thugs and children? You think they can keep her out of jail? You think they can feed her and clothe her? Laughable.
I am pretty sure she knows how to put on her own clothes, old man.
I do that. I don't care if it takes my whole allowance, or I have to go get a real job. I'd help her if you won't.
Clyde, this isn't...
No, Sue, please listen to me. I don't like speaking up, and your dad, he scares me. But Up-Down is right. We're your friends, and we'll be here for you, right?
Fuck yeah. This also me, this also me, I think.
Yeah.
Ghost monsters, ride or die.
20th century television sitcom teaches that a group of self-chosen friends is the new family structure of America, according to the many critical studies.
Which one was the one who leaves? Was it Inky who leaves in the next game?
Yes. Inky leaves.
Inky and
Inky and
Blinky
Blinky. Inky, I know, leaves because sister. Dude's clearly smarter than he looks. I don't know why. I think Blinky leaves because not enough violence or something.
Bored.
Yeah, it got boring. So please don't feel you'd be alone. If you choose to side with Up-Down, you won't be.
Clyde shifts embarrassedly, averting their eyes to the ground, shuffling their feet. It's like they really want to say something, but can't find the courage within. Yeah, Blinky just likes causing chaos, and Inky needs to support his family.
Hey,
Inky's
supporting
doing
your
fine
family's a
with
good
it.
reason. He's got to worry about his sister.
Hmm.
Like, that's a good reason. Also, leaving because chaos is good too, I guess.
Well, what? He didn't want to support Chaotic Iris?
We need to support Chaotic Iris.
I'm supporting Chaotic Iris!
I kind of do too.
You love her!
We do love Chaotic Iris, that is true.
Just waiting for the emotes to pop up.
Heart.
There they go. I mean, it's perfect for, like, this scene.
Oh, yeah.
The Naomi wave and the little green.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, it's so cute. It's okay, Clyde. Just admit it. You love Sue. Clyde looks shocked that Naomi just outed them, but eventually they shrug and smile warmly at Sue. Sue blushes in return.
Hey, Naomi, don't out people.
It's not nice. Ah, heck. I love you too. Always have.
Oh.
Sue sweeps Clyde up in a giant bear hug and places a tender kiss on their cheek, causing the timid one to turn bright red. That's adorable.
That is so cute.
It's
Oh.
true then. Love can bloom on the battlefield.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Sue, friendship is irrelevant. What matters is power. And your friends have none. Do you really want to trade a powerful ally for a weaker one?
Well, we're not talking about friendship, Naomi. We're talking about love. As much as I hate to
love.
give you some silly cartoon notion of friendship conquering all, well, I'm a ghost monster. Ride or die. We are ghost monsters for life.
Love! Exciting and new. Oh, what's the ref? Oh, I think what's. What? I'm like, is this a reference? This is a reference. And then the last time I'm like, wait, what?
reference. I just don't know what the reference is.
It... The Love Boat. The Love Boat. That's the reference. That's the reference.
Okay. I think Flower's having fun.
Oh yeah.
It's okay.
I will say the Love Boat is older than both of us, so...
Old aside, like, because plenty of people know old music.
Yeah, that is true.
I am a child of immigrants. They do not listen to said old music. They listen to their own old music. In Chinese. Beaming, Clyde squeezes Sue's hand tightly before Clyde steps back to join their friends.
And my family's not one to watch the Love Boat. They're more to watch the History Channel.
Does that mean you're obliged to only listen to Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song? I am not familiar with this. And I also have no idea, honestly, what the titles of my parents' music are. Like, I just know that it's in Cantonese and sounds very... Like, I really don't know how to describe their music other than the cheesy smile after you know you've just told the worst pun. I don't know how else to describe it. That's what my dad listens to.
Interesting.
I've described it this way before, and I don't know any other way of describing it. It just sounds like the music version of a really cheesy pun smile.
You know, Viking screaming, we come from land of ice and snow where the midnight sun and the hot springs glow. Thor Ragnarok! I'm so old. That song was in Thor Ragnarok, that's true.
I only watched Thor Ragnarok once.
I also only watched Thor Ragnarok once. The only thing I remember is lines from that one character. I don't remember the character's name. The rock dude.
What? Dwayne Johnson is in there?
No!
Waiting on you, by the way.
Absurd. Simply absurd.
Simply adorable?
Simply adorable. It was Korg,
Hmm.
who is played by the director.
Well, we have 3 more attempts, and I feel like the other Naomi one we can leave for last, so what else would you like to do?
Almost killed for her father. I think there's a pretty simple indicator of how much Daiko cares about you, Sue. You nearly got killed.
He didn't know that was Lovely Chainsaw territory when he asked us to up, down, wah.
You remember?
I did remember.
Up, down to ah! Did you tell him?
Of course.
And how did he react?
He didn't care.
I don't follow.
Oh, why should I? Some pathetic little gang of campfire scouts pretending to be a menace to society. Oh, they're nothing. I'd like to think my daughter and her friends are clever enough, strong enough to overcome such nonsense. Except they nearly killed her. That giggling gathering of girls proved a bit more dangerous than you thought they'd be, Daiko. Oh, no doubt the shooter would have peed her panties in fear before getting the nerve to pull the trigger if you hadn't startled her. Oh, making some assumptions there, Daiko. For all you know, they're stone cold to the core. And now you're pushing for her to go back into their turf and try again. And Flower, don't worry about feeling old. When magic's around, we all feel old. A hard lesson, but one she must learn. If Sue can't learn to rise to some mediocre challenges, she won't be ready to inherit my empire.
You understand, yes?
Am I a harsh tutor? Oh, perhaps. But I know Sue will be stronger for facing her fears, worthy of the challenges to come in running Daiko's palace. Does she want to own Daiko's palace? Or,
I feel like the last one is perfectly valid of a question.
that is true. I mean, all 3 of them are valid.
I mean, all 3 of them are, but
Yeah.
that one really drives home the point.
Yeah, what kind of father knowingly puts his daughter in harm's way? It's like, oh, he didn't know, but did you tell him? Yes. Oh, so he knew. What? At the point of you telling him this Lovely Chainsaw's turf, you knew. So not only did he ignore your warnings, but now he wants you to go back into the line of fire? What kind of loving father would push you out there in front of a firing squad? Just so he can tear down a little arcade of mine. Oh my gosh. That is adorable? That is adorable, I need to watch
Viking
later.
kittens!
That is adorable, I need to watch later.
I will have to watch later too.
And it's also the immigrant song. What?
14-year-old meme videos!
Yay!
It's okay,
Oh,
we
man,
all get
14
older every day.
14 years old. Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking where it was 14 years ago today.
14 years ago, maybe I was getting harassed on Perfect World online by someone asking my cup size.
14 years ago, I was still going to an incredibly tiny Lutheran school. And basically not talking to any of my classmates because most of them bullied me. Which was only 20 people, so like 50% was 10.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of vindictive, spiteful
Bastard!
do you have to be to sacrifice your own daughter to?
Yeah, okay, you made your points. Dad, seriously, fuck you if you won't listen to me. I told you this would happen and you didn't give a shit. So no, I'm not going back there. End of discussion.
How dare you?
You disobedience.
It's a question of strategy. You want up, down, squish? There's ways to do it which don't require me getting shot at. But you didn't care about that, no. Too impatient, too jealous, so you shoveled it in my lap. Well, fuck you. I'm not making the same mistake twice. Glad she could see a reason on this one.
Few more attempts. So we're appealing last. What one do you want to go to?
I know 3 is wrong because we just pointed out her arcade is in the line of fire.
Yeah.
So
Flatter her ego or offer her a place to stay? I don't think flattering her ego would do too much.
So you want to offer her a place to stay?
I mean, I don't know. What do you want?
I don't know.
You pick.
You're the kindly one.
You
Betty
pick.
Gutsy, remember?
You pick.
Alright, I picked to restart the game from the beginning and just skip the end for the rest of this. Poor Naomi will never have her ending.
No, you need to see the ending to pick.
Coin toss.
Sorry, I don't have my 1d2 yet. Fine, I'll do a 1d4.
Offer a place to stay as evens.
2.
2.
2.
Guess we're offering a place to stay.
And yes, I do keep a set of dice near me at all times.
Yes, and?
They're Kingdom Hearts dice, so they're my guardians of dice. So, let me be clear about this. The reason you won't side with me over your father is you're worried he'll burn you, kick you out of his home, abandon you on the streets. Let's put aside the question of whether holding such a threat over your head indicates a loving father or not. We already settled that in the past discussion. I mean, it doesn't, but...
But plenty of parents do that because they're shitty.
What? My family?
Mm-hmm. Not just yours.
I mean, yes, a lot of families do that, sadly. If what you need is a place to stay to avoid being homeless, I'll offer my home.
Wait, seriously?
Bad idea, friend. Bad idea.
I wrecked your arcade, and now you offer me 3 hots and a cot?
I'm generous like that.
Huh. Well?
She can stay with me if it comes to that.
Clyde? Seriously? I wouldn't want to put you out.
My parents like you, and as previously talked about, I like you. And they don't understand your situation. But please don't feel like you have no options. You've got your friends. You've got me. Just think about it, okay? Well, please. I wouldn't actually drive her from my home. I would just metaphorically drive her from my home. That was just a figure of speech. I'm saying that I am her provider. I'm the reason she's able to.
I mean, I feel like Comcast, Verizon, and all of those providers get really shitty reviews. You sure you want to call yourself that, Dick Naomi?
Well, they are basically monopolies,
No,
too.
I'm pretty sure you meant what you said. You've threatened me with all the dire consequences of disobedience more times than I can count. and I'm getting sick of it. So don't think you can hold that over my head any longer.
Think about this.
This would be a mistake, Sue. Think about more than what roof you happen to be sleeping under. I can protect you in ways you cannot provide for yourself. Beyond food and clothing and a place to stay. Legal protection, notably. I keep you off various radars. I make sure my enemies aren't aware you exist. You're safe under my wing.
Oh, definitely. But maybe I just don't care anymore. Maybe I'd rather flame out than put up with your shit. Sounds like she's starting to see through his supposed generosity. Good. Alright.
You love arcades. You got pixels in your heart, Sue. I mean, look at this place. It's amazing. The one heck of an arcade here. Also, your friends have a fun place to relax and enjoy themselves.
It's not that great. A lot of the games are busted. True, I see some monitor burn-in and a few corrupted ROMs. There are telltale signs, and some of the power supplies are probably shot. Hi, Mick!
Hi, Nick! Hi!
But I bet I could get a lot of these games fixed up and working in no time at all.
Hope you're having a good weekend.
Seriously? You clearly love games, just like I do. You've got the spirit of a retro gamer.
How goes it? I get my second shot tomorrow.
Ooh. And do you have time planned off work?
I'm leaving. I'm taking time off that day. The next day, no, I'll find out the next day.
Shots! Yeah, I mean, last week we canceled the stream because I was still recovering from vaccine side effects.
My roommate just got it on Friday and nothing happened to her.
I don't know. I mean, it varies person to person.
Yeah, it varies person to person, so who knows what's going to happen.
I was rough for the day after. But,
yeah.
Wait, did I popped into someone's stream the day after. I also sometimes pop into someone's stream for like a couple minutes, but I'm not good at actually watching Twitch streams.
See,
but
I
hope
have
you're
the
also
problem
doing
with
well and hydrate and everything, Nick. It's
Yeah,
cool if you can't make it to join our streams. We're happy if you show up.
Oh yeah, I try to hop into people's streams. I'm very bad at it because there's just so much going on, and I sometimes forget to catch Twitch. And be like, okay, who's streaming?
Yeah, I mean, I get like mobile notifications, but usually like, I mean, if I look at it on mobile, I'm probably not clicking it necessarily because I'm doing something else. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes I see the mobile notification 4 hours ago and I'm like, oh, well.
Yeah.
Well,
sometimes I've also gotten mobile notifications like well after the time. Like yesterday for Flowers, I was already in Flowers' stream before I got the notification because it came like half an hour after he started.
Yeah. No, I get the notifications pretty immediately, I guess, for various streamers. It's just, I don't always look at my phone, or half the time people are streaming while I'm still working, and I'm like, fuck, I'm still working. Pi streams a lot when I'm working, and I'm like, well, shit. But Wednesdays are my no meeting day, so at least sometimes I can still pop in.
With all my training going this week, I wasn't able to hop in. I think I might have hopped in for a second just to say hi, but then I had to quickly hop out.
Yeah. You clearly love games, just like I do. You've got the spirit of a retro gamer. I can see now that when you hurt my games, it wasn't because you wanted to. You'd never willingly hurt a game. So I'd be happy to help.
Seriously. Wish I could hit more small streamers. My time's limited, honestly. I'm kind of hooked on a few specific streams. And that's totally, like...
Yeah, it's fair.
I think, like, that's also the thing with me is I have a lot of YouTube comment that I just have on in the background. That, like, I'm trying to get through that. And it's always, like, I can't hop into streams. So when I do, it's very specific streamers. Just because it's hard to keep up with all the streams going on, especially when it's like, okay, between my personal aces, because there's people on the aces that I don't follow that I put up it on the aces rather than my own. It's hard. It's so hard.
I mean, I'm just also like weird with Twitch where I don't know, I don't really watch people unless I like vaguely know them for the most part, or if it's like kind of quiet, so then I have space to like say hi. But I can't watch strangers personally.
See, I'm very much more of a lurker. If it's like Pi or somebody, like
Yeah.
I'm more
No, I mean, like,
in chat, but I normally am just I'm there and I'm just gonna watch in the
interested in
background.
lurking on like people I've never talked to for the most part. I've been trying to get better with it because I feel like we should help build up a Twitch community or something.
Oh yeah.
Any chat over like 25 people, I'm lurking. Absolutely.
Oh, see, even if it's like a chat of like 10 people, I'm normally like,
If there's more than 10 people talking, I'm like, oh no, this is too big.
no. If it's more than 10 people like on the stream, I'm kind of like, I don't know, because it's like
I mean, especially because I'll probably usually have clicked through on my phone, and so at that point, trying to like have it big enough to see, but also see chat, but also like type, and then typing sideways is really hard.
Yeah, that's
where
hard.
I'm just like, I'll just sit here.
Yeah, small streams are really fun. It's just hard. Because, especially with Flower and just being like, okay, even if you want to pop into just small arcade spirit streams, good luck.
Yeah, less talkative on phone.
And that's, hey.
It's just harder, you know?
Yeah, we're always like, if you want to watch and lurk, that's awesome. The fact that anybody pops in even to lurk is amazing.
Yes.
Even if we don't know you, and you have never talked and you just listen to us and think we're fun just by listening, you're great. You're awesome.
We're flattered.
Yeah, we're always
and kind of
flattered.
shocked, but flattered.
What did you say?
And kind of shocked, but flattered.
Oh yeah, no, like I think we had the one where we played the coffee games and we had somebody go like, "Hey, I pop into your streams and just lurk, but I just wanted to say I love this game." And we're both like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know some people also watch our VODs or something.
Oh yeah, the people watch the VODs because they can't make it, and that's awesome that people watch the VODs.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, lurkers are great. Because even if you're not actively engaging, you're still engaging in some ways. Just watching is engaging.
What's it called? Parasocial relationships?
Yep, they exist.
They're a thing. Anyway.
Seriously? You think you can appeal to her love of these pieces of garbage?
Such a shame.
The only reason she has any of these games is because I couldn't find space in the landfill for them. They're my cast-offs. What's the love?
Damn it, Dad, they're not junk. No, they're not junk. When I was a kid, I used to love going to your arcades. Bringing your daughter to work day was a treat. I gotta have fun and doing all these great games. I felt special, like I was a special kid because my daddy ran an arcade. I felt good, like you were this amazing person I would look up to. But then you started throwing them out and replacing them with fucking slot machines and mobile game ports. Sensing he's losing her, Jaco switches tactics.
Am I not?
Don't you love the Fruit Ninja arcade game?
I do though, it's fun. It's actually fun though.
I've never actually played Fruit Ninja.
It's fun, in part because when it's on a bigger screen like that, you actually like move your arm across like you're slicing something.
And I gave you, honestly, Crossy Road Arcade is not bad.
It's not that they're not fun, it's just that they shouldn't come at the expense of like other arcade games.
And And I gave you the games you love to see. They're all down there. Instead of throwing them out, I gave you a very generous gift as my beloved daughter.
It's not going to be enough just to say she loves games. I have to take Dago down a peg.
Did he not literally just call them garbage, though?
He did.
Like... I don't know. You pick. You used to look up to him. When did that change, Sue? Was it just because he threw out games, or was it something
Oh,
more?
yeah, one.
Yeah.
That one calls him out on that. Should I go back for it?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, because it looks like we chose that one before anyway, so we'll do
Keiko,
one
you
this
can't
time.
have it both ways. Are the games pure garbage, suitable for nothing but a landfill, or are they treasures to bestow upon your daughter? I can't say I'm impressed if you think the arcade version of a pile of used tissues is a worthy gift for a loved one.
See? See?
Exactly. Uptown gets it. I can see through your bullshit, old man. You hate arcades. Only reason you run one is for the cash flow. A sucker born every minute, right? Even if the suckers you prey on are kids, you don't give a damn. It's all about that bottom dollar and nothing more. So don't act like you were being nice and giving me gifts. I rescued these games from you.
But I've done so much for you, giving you so many gifts, even beyond games.
So not turning up for my piano recital in 4th grade. That was a gift? How about when you told me to make do with shirts with holes in them because you didn't want to splurge on new clothes?
I was teaching you, independence, strength of character.
I also just like the idea that Sue knows how to play piano.
Oh yeah.
You taught me all I can rely on is myself because you don't want to offer me shit, and yet you expect me to fall in line when you need something. Starting to see the inequality here, Pops. Good, that's got Sue on my side. Before I can get in another word, Sue waves her hands, interrupting me. Okay, enough. I'm sick of all this talking. It's time for action. It's time for decisions. You've made your case, Dad, and so have you, Uptown. He wants to protect me and use me. It's patently obvious at this point, but maybe the cost of turning my back on him is too high. While Uptown wants me to throw it all away, just because it's the right thing to do. As for me, what do I want? How do I want this to play out? This is it. The moment of truth. Did I convince Sue to abandon her father? Did we save Uptown's... Or was it all for nothing?
Stupid me!
Get papa. You know what? Fuck you, Dad.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you heard me. You're a poor fucking excuse for a father, and your so-called enemy really opened up my eyes about that. Oh, don't get me wrong. You've got money and power. Did you know Scatman Crothers could be kids?
Scatman Crothers?
I don't know, but I guess that's you now. You could crush me like an ant, yeah? Yeah. And I don't think I care anymore. I'm tired of living in your shadow and under your thumb. I'm tired of living with you. As of today, we're done. I'm cutting unhealthy shits like you from my life.
Oh, interesting.
Uptown, I think we can do business. You want to save your arcade? I've got the evidence you need to stick Daddy Dearest behind bars for the rest of his life. Every dirty deal I've ever helped him carry out, and believe you me, that's a lot of extremely filthy deeds.
Apparently, did a lot of things, but also was Scat Cat in Aristocats.
And can name arcades too.
And apparently can name arcades. You can't do this.
How dare you?
I forbid it. You are my daughter, and if I go down, you're coming with me.
Really? I think I can spin this entire mess as your fault.
Oh, I'd like to see you try, you ignorant brat. You're a career criminal, incorrigible to the end. What possible proof could you offer up of innocence?
Sue snaps her fingers and points to my phone. Oh, Iris, would you kindly?
Oh, sure thing, Miss Sue.
And from my speaker, a perfect audio recording of Dako's earlier self-incriminating words.
Oh, Sue knows I'm the only thing skipping.
But you're going to bleed out on the floor by the time I'm through.
Stabby,
Inky,
stabby.
Blinky. Yeah, boss? Show my father the door. Gently. Don't leave any marks, at least.
Unacceptable.
No, this is completely unacceptable. I'm your father. I'm Naomi. I am the arcade business.
Inky and Blinky easily restrain Dako by the arms, but I just can't let him go without having my 2 cents.
I'm laying it on probably way too thick. I said I'm probably laying it on way too thick.
No, it's perfect.
Is it though?
We kept telling you that you make a great villain.
I'm not a good villain.
Hustlecat.
I was not a good villain.
You were an excellent Noct. You're good, Naomi. Come on.
I think the only good thing was I was able to get the voice right, like before they described the voice.
Yeah, exactly. See? Perfect. Thought the Sharky response would be the dad joke. Yeah, but we're not doing that run this time.
We've done that run twice.
We've done that answer like 3 times or 4 times at your behest, so
I mean, yes.
we're not
because
doing
it's
that
good-
one this time.
Because it's a good one. I didn't ask for this war, Mr. Nami. All I did was end it. You did this to yourself. Think about that when you're behind bars. I'll hope for you will eventually come around to understand your own errors. My only error was not destroying Francine and her
Damnable.
funplex sooner.
Are you still here? Not for long.
I haven't lost. I can still fight this. I can still.
What he said.
So if these 2 are the ones who are leaving, does that mean both of the darker skinned characters are gone? And the ghost monsters remove Dako from our sights. Instantly, the entire atmosphere of the place changes as if a great weight has lifted. I couldn't be more relieved, and I relax into a sigh. Not gonna lie, the next few days will be interesting to say the least.
I think you'd better skip at my place. Thank you. I know this wasn't easy for you, giving up so much, and I appreciate what you've done for my arcade.
I owed you, honestly. I may still owe you for that matter.
Up, down, left, right, BA square.
Square?
BA square Enix.
All roads lead to square.
All roads lead to square. All roads lead to square.
Whoa, we did it! We really did it! I mean, I knew we could do it. I really did. Gets DMCA'd. We've saved the arcade! Okay, so things are going to be a bit wonky for a few days, and we'll have reporters swarming the place, and maybe some cops ACAB. But we did it. We saved the arcade we built together.
Place where we can have a future together. An arcade of our dreams.
I love you, Uptown. Thank you so much. It'll be everything I've ever dreamed it would be.
Hey, it only took 2.5 hours.
Almost 3. But the arcade, in the end, is less important than the people who call it home. The dream we shared so long ago, sitting and watching the nighttime waves roll in at Flotsam Beach. That dream came true. I'm just like, I feel like this is not the correct way of helping someone work on hardware.
No, it's not. But, like, who cares?
But they have rings.
Oh, they do!
Up Downs Get to Pop 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 became our family arcade for many years to come, just like Miss Francine before us. Another bad shifter place.
The funniest thing will always be Flower coming into our stream being, "What did you two do?"
It's getting harder and harder to keep these old games going.
Not impossible. There's still so many great games to restore. And if anyone can keep our arcade dream alive, it's you, Naomi.
Wonderful.
As dreams go, it's not a bad one at all. It's everything I ever hoped it could be. I'm so glad I found you. And I'm so glad you found me. And together, we'll make sure the spirit of arcades lives on forever. In the end, I can honestly say I found my dream. Naomi and her whole world became my dream, and I'd live happily in that world for many years to come. Iris explained to me that irises, being adaptive software, eventually become more and more like their users. It seems my empathy has rubbed off on Iris. With my influence, she's grown quite a bit.
I hope that one day humans will see us as friends and allies. All I've ever wanted was to embrace kindness and understanding. And thanks to you, I've learned so much.
Gavin stood watch over our dreams, protecting it for many years to come.
That's surprising.
As our business manager, he took advantage of the fall of Dickless Palace to make Up Downs Get Pop Pa 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 the hottest new arcade destination on the block. Well...
He's third lowest.
But most importantly, he never lost sight of the real goal.
I'll
Wait,
protect
is
your
it
dreams to the very end.
Lowest 3 that be, or the lowest 2?
I feel like... Well, no, because they don't have to leave, because the first round, nobody left.
Didn't they?
No, nobody left. I think it has to do with points.
Lowest 2.
2? Because I feel like nobody
No, I
left in
think
our
some of
first
them
round.
left. I don't remember who, but some people left.
I'll protect your dream to the very end. Ensure you can always make the arcade you've always wanted. You can count on me as a friend and ally in every battle to come. Thank you for letting me be a part of this.
Percy only had 2 years left to live. But with the success of Up Downs Get Papa 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 Pa, and with the encouragement of all his friends, he decided that wouldn't be enough. Sorry, Up Downs Get Papa 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 Pa. My mind's made up. I'm going to seek more treatment. I don't want this to end. I don't want to say goodbye to you all. He'd live many years to come, thanks to a renewed push to take care of his condition. Happy years spent with all of us. As for Moopy, well, with all the time in the world, he took his time, paced himself, and eventually beat the score. Although I'm not honestly sure what to do with the rest of my life. Suppose we'll just have to see when we see.
I just scrubbed through. None of them left. None of them were grayed out.
Is that because we had a tie on so many of them?
Yeah, I think it was because we had a tie on so many. Like, our original playthrough, nobody left.
Maybe that was it?
Because they're grayed out when
Yeah,
they leave,
they
right?
gray out.
And none of them were grayed
We
out.
broke it because we tied, but across too many. And before heaven.
Because that's what I'm like, all of them stayed.
I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah.
When the 4 Heavenly Kings invited her to live and play at their team house, Queen Bee instantly said yes. Listen, kid, I'm sad to leave you, but I'm not gone for fucking forever. This is my true home, and you're my family. I'm gonna come back and visit. And often. And that she did. She stops by as much as her schedule allows, and even brings some other big names to the arcade. I always live stream her matches on the big screen, cheering for her all the while. This win is dedicated to Updown, and everyone else at Updown's get to pop, 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 pop. I couldn't have done it without these amazing friends of mine. They always keep Fist of Discomfort warm and ready for her next visit. Through the good times and the bad, Juniper stuck by me, my BFF for life. I'm really proud of you, you know? You pulled yourself out of the tailspin your life is in. You went for it. You did it. You made it happen. I'm lucky I got to be even a small part of that.
Large part of that, I'd say. Wouldn't be here now if not for you.
Hey, I'll take credit if you want me to. Just call me Juniper, the life coach, and you know I'll be in your corner until you're dead. Hopefully later rather than sooner, though. Ashley stayed as our main floor attendant for a while, but as we got bigger, more people took notice of Ashley's Up-Downs get to pop, 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 pop mascot costume. One of these days you gotta do the Junie Bad End.
Wait, does Junie Bad End?
Apparently one that we've never gotten. Even though we've been mean to her at various points.
Maybe we should do that for the next one.
You mean the last one?
Yeah! We're too nice.
Says the one who always wants me to pick the kindly options.
I'm too nice, apparently.
Anyway. One of those people worked for a big name arcade and offered her a job to create cosplay for them. Ashley parted ways with us for that dream job. It makes sense, considering we were never that close. I just wonder if she's happy there. Teo kept the Showtime stage scene alive here at Updown's Get to Pop 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 until he got offered a job as their regional community manager. Teo put his crewmate T in charge here as he set off traveling and organizing dancing tournaments around the world. And also Teo was not there. Teo was not there.
Teo was
Poor
not there.
Teo. It's okay, we just dated him.
Yeah, we did just date him.
We gave him love for one route, at least. He's doing what he loves.
We gave him more love than most streamers, apparently.
Uh-huh. Even though, didn't Flowers say that Teo and Ashley are, like, fan favorites?
Yeah.
People just don't stream it, I guess? I don't know.
Apparently.
He's doing what he loves, connecting with all sorts of people. I guess he just never connected enough with anyone from here to stay around. They are. Wonder if he'll ever stop by again, hop on our stage, and show us his moves.
Wait, who's the most streamed?
Gavin is least.
Ah.
Well, Gavin's my favorite, so he's last. But he's next. He is next. Just in time for us to reach our 1 year of playing Arcade Spirits.
Most streamed is the one we just did.
Ah, so we're going from the most streamed to the least streamed. Great.
Yeah, that sounds about right for us.
I mean, we do all of them, so.
Yeah.
And from there, we will consider how the fuck we want to go through the rest of our backlog.
Yeah.
Since we did just spend, like, a year on Arcade Spirits.
A year playing a single game.
I mean, it's fun, but, I mean, what's my... My, Steam total is 166 hours so far.
Holy crap!
It's probably one of my longest played games on Steam at this point. Like, almost definitely.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Well, we've been playing this game for a year, and we sit here on it in tangent, so...
Well, I mean, it also, like, our viewership jumped with Arcade Spirits, so... We had
yes,
a
because
lot
the Arcade
more
Spirits
talking.
community showed us love, and it was like, wow.
we had a lot more talking because of that, like tangenting, which is great.
I mean, we
Like,
tangented
I'm
before too, to be clear.
What?
We did go on tangents before as well, to be clear.
Yes. Yes.
Just more so, because we have a fun
Wait.
chat now.
Yeah. Not to say we didn't have
Friendship in a
chat.
time of pixels and quarters. Finally, I'm home. Up, down, skip, pa.
Got to poop it, dappity, bitty, ba-da-ba.
Thank you, up, down, what Sharky just said. My spirit is restored and my future is bright. At last, I can say, I'm happy. I'm finally truly happy with who I am and where I am. I fought hard for this and won it at great effort, but happiness is my reward for this day and every day to come.
It's my life. We did it! It only took 30 hours!
Wow. It's okay, we finished it at least.
What?
We finished Adventure. It's just, we had to talk about Mass Effect and Ready Player One and Star Wars and all the other random shit. There's Flower. There's
There's
Anna.
Flower! There's all the great voice
There's
actors.
Jacob and Graham.
Yeah!
And all the other people here. Woo.
You do wonderful jobs.
Yeah, it was cast like representatively,
Yeah.
as we've said. And it's exciting.
And Molly. Speaking of that, I need to buy one of the dragons on Molly's store.
We'll do it.
Have you
Support
seen
them.
those? Have you seen all of those before?
I probably glanced at some point. I don't know. I don't remember.
Because they're like the dragons with the different D&D classes. So I'm like,
So D&D dragons.
I
Right.
I feel like I need to get one, but I don't know which one I would get. I don't know if I would go with because hey, let me see. 'Cause I think it's saved Molly's.
I mean, at this point,
Nope.
I'm like, my walls are running out of space to put things. I still have some space. Part of the problem is I have to put it out of reach for cats who are not, like, ripped off my posters.
Yeah.
But I have some space. I could probably put a few more things. Oh no, but concerts are resuming, which means I'm gonna get more concert posters.
Oh no.
Well, I'm not going to any concerts until like October or November or something. Still got a while.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get the barbarian pin because of my barbarian character, or if or I should get the paladin because apparently I'm a paladin.
Yeah, Paladin, Sharky, Lich King, Satan. When are we getting those?
We would have to talk with our friend.
Yeah, we'll have to nudge her.
And yeah. Look. That
I mean,
would
I
be
think it's
such
funny if
a
we have-
cool design. I really need to play paladin character at some point.
Yeah, you should do it.
Well, I would need to find a group where I can play a paladin. I would need to find like a group that is playing that I could be like, okay, paladin time, go.
We still need to drag someone who's willing to deal with us for Final Fantasy RPG. Was Paladin one of the classes for that?
I don't think so. Well,
I'm gonna
because
search it.
because technically, Final Fantasy doesn't have a paladin job. So it would be like, I mean, technically, there is a Cecil becomes like a paladin, but it's called something different. But I
There's a
don't think that
reference
they
to
use it.
paladin on one of these jobs, but I guess maybe there's no actual paladin job.
No, there's never
Oh
been
no,
like
there
a.
is. It's under adepts. They put a paladin job on it.
But did they?
Mm-hmm. It's under adepts.
Yeah.
Paladin. The paladin is a sacred knight consecrated to the powers of light and dedicated to justice and virtue in their purest forms. Purged of any self-doubt and absolute in their devotion to their cause, these holy warriors form the unlikely middle ground between the white mage's compassion and the knight's fierce sense of honor. While all paladins follow the same basic moral code, each paladin has their own interpretation of it. Some are crusaders dedicated to the extermination of evil in all its worldly forms. Others focus their efforts on protecting the lives of those weaker than themselves. The one unifying factor in all is the strength of the paladin's own beliefs. In sheer moral conviction, few professions can hope to rival them. Yeah, they have it.
Okay.
They made it Cecil, General
Yeah, Cecil-
Beatrix from 9.
Yeah, Cecil's like the probably
Agrius
the
Oaks
poster
from
child for that.
Tactics, and there is a paladin job in 11 and Tactics Advance, it seems.
Oh, and apparently 14 has one. Gladiators can become paladins.
Yeah, not shocking.
Interesting.
Right. Paladin is definitely in Final Fantasy. See? Right, because Mick, you've been playing 14, right?
Oh, right. Cover is a thing. Cecil has that. I forgot. I need to play Final Fantasy 14. I'm thinking about it.
Sharky was wrong about a Final Fantasy thing.
Well,
Sorry, Sharky's only the Kingdom Hearts nerd.
I'm not like.
Sharky's
I
only the
like
Kingdom Hearts
Final...
Wiki.
Sorry.
Like, I'm pretty sure they had... I think I knew it from Tactics Advance. That's probably where I knew it from.
I didn't. Obviously, I don't know anything about 11 and 14. I didn't think Cecil's was called Paladin. I thought it was called something different.
I mean, I don't really care about the particular names, but...
Like, obviously, I don't have an encyclopedic memory about Final Fantasy. I love Final Fantasy a lot, but
You're
like,
only
I
the
don't have
Kingdom
an
Hearts
encyclopedic memory. Like, I have not played all the Final Fantasies or beat all the Final Fantasies.
Yes. I'm always like, I want to get into 14, but I also hate paying subscriptions.
They have the free trial.
I know. See, the thing would have been
the free
that if I
trial
was
is a
gonna get
lot of
into
content.
14, what I should have done was do that at the beginning of the pandemic. Because my fear is always like, oh, like I don't want to pay for a subscription-based game because I don't know if I'm going to spend enough time to make it worth it month to month to month.
Free up to 60
Oh.
base game and the first expansion.
Ooh, wait, okay.
All
know
of
they
the
changed
first,
that.
all the base game and all of Heaven's Word, whatever it's called.
Heaven's Word?
And free up to 60, which I think the max right now is like 80 or 90.
Fuck, well that's a lot
So,
more
like,
tempting. Shit.
A lot of content. I'm heavily debating trying it. Because I think that would be a lot of fun.
Hey, remember that one time we played like Guild Wars 2 for a night and then we never did it again?
Yeah. 80 currently, okay. I think, but still, like 60 out of 80, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably just stop at 60 at that point.
And also, like, the first expansion out of, like, what, 4 expansions? I think the 4th one's coming out soon.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. I finally got back into writing, so now I'm just writing a lot.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I need to actually sit down and do a new Prof. Sharky video, because I haven't done one in a while.
Say the trial is inconvenient if you don't have a friend with a sub. Let's see. You can't add friends or make parties.
I think you also can't join guild, like their guild system.
Actually, you know what? That's exactly how I used to play MMOs when I was younger, though, was because I didn't have friends on them, so I just plunk around by myself, all by my lonesome, no party, charging into the wild and being like, ow.
Yeah, you can't join guilds either without a sub.
Well, yeah, that sounds inconvenient. Although, considering how I used to play MMOs, I guess that's actually not that far off from how I always used to play, because I didn't have friends for them.
So it's a single-player game. Let's see if it works.
Me, always playing MMOs as single player. Yeah, that's exactly what I fucking did. Alright, well, I guess now I have to actually consider it. Fuck. Oh, my time. My precious
What time?
I don't have it.
What time?
Exactly.
What time? There's only video game.
Yeah, well, according to you and apparently half our chat, I have to go spend time figuring out how to record this thing, too.
That should actually be priority. Because, like, that's super important.
Yeah, I think the deadline was the 30th?
Oh,
30th.
so yeah, you should, like,
Yeah.
you have a week. Let's go. You got this.
Fine. I'll do that. I just need to figure out the thingy. But anyway.
What's the requirements?
Rules are as follows. Any audition not following these rules exactly will be ignored, dwindling towards the horizon while sad piano music plays.
Ooh, nice.
This is a non-union gig. This audition is open to voice actors of Chinese American or of Chinese descent. You must have a home studio, a quiet space to record, the ability to capture and send your audio. Don't worry about cleaning it up, we'll take care of that. Files should be recorded in 48K/24-bit and delivered as MP3s. You can create one file for the full audition, no need to split it up. That's the part where I'm like, okay, I just need to figure out like the technical bit of that. Because I don't actually know what the fuck I record at, like by base.
Like just changing Audacity settings
finding
or
the
whatever.
settings basically.
Yeah.
Slate your
Which that shouldn't be too hard.
Just say your name at the beginning of your audition in your normal tone of voice. Oh no, Flower will find out my real name. Oh no. Read through the character introduction scene, catchphrases, and emotional scene from this script. If doing multiple takes, max 2, record the script fully, then the script fully again after. Please label your file like this: Jinx, your first name, last name, MP3. Some of the dialogue will be fully spoken, some will be quick emotional reactions similar to games such as Octopath Traveler, Dream Daddy, and Fire Emblem that go along with the text on the screen. The gig will pay $200 an hour with a 3-hour minimum. This means that if you land this and then rock the session, it only takes you an hour. We'll still be paying for 3 hours of your time. We may cast you for a background role as well. When complete, please email your information and file to arcadespiritscasting@gmail.com. Title your name, Jinx audition, your name. Deadline for submission is end of May 30th, 2021.
Okay.
And as
You
a
got
teaser
this.
for coming weeks, we will also be doing an open casting call for Victoria Proud, aka Valkyrie, in the weeks ahead. Keep an eye on our Twitter for that announcement.
You
And
got
that is
this.
another, like, if I got money for it, it's going to charity. I don't need money.
Yeah, I mean, that's still... Why not?
I don't personally need... That's where I'd feel really bad. Is,
But then you're helping out a charity.
huh?
But then you're helping out a charity.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be nice for, you know, because it's an actual paid official gig and everything. I'd kind of rather it go to an actual aspiring VA of Chinese descent, but I guess I'll put my submission anyway. I guess.
Yeah. I mean, not like Flower will be... Well, no, Flower will be able to tell from your voice. I was gonna be like, yeah, Flower wouldn't be able to tell, like, which one's you.
Flower might recognize my voice.
Yeah.
I do talk on here, and it says to say name in normal tone of voice.
Yeah.
I'll just say my name in Screamo?
That's not your normal tone.
What do you mean I just don't normally speak in the Screamo, like, vocal fry?
You will be disqualified, and you're not allowed to automatically disqualify yourself.
Disqualify myself by submitting my name as Satan.
I promise
this
not
information
to use this
for
information for evil.
Preferably don't use this information at all.
Well, technically, it has, like, if you're chosen, it has to be put in the game.
Someone got credited as Winterfell, I think. When we just saw the credits. Just now, earlier.
Wait, what'd you say?
Where is it? Yeah, someone got credited as, like, not a real name.
Oh yeah, Lily beat you.
Yeah. See? So it's not necessarily finds
Okay,
he's
you could
probably
have
not
your name
viable.
as Satan in the credits, I guess.
Satan's probably not viable. Fine.
I mean, yeah, that would probably spark some
Controversy?
issues. Yeah.
What, Jinx can't be played by Satan?
No, Jinx cannot be played by Satan.
Well, I guess I'm disqualified. Oops.
No, for Pete's sake. Anyway.
Anyway, that's
Thanks for
enough
joining.
of that. Thanks for joining us. Have a good. That's Satan.
Wait. Have a good rest of your day, and we see you on Wednesday, maybe. Bye.
So we can do Gavin's route finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
Unless you know I'm dead.
You're not allowed to be dead for the Gavins. The whole point of choosing Arcade Spirits at the beginning was, oh, this is like the only game we could find with a romanceable male character, or romanceable black character. You cannot peace out before we've actually done that route.
You can get
Bye,
somebody
Mel.
else to come in and be the black character.
Huh?
You can get somebody else to come in and be the black character other than the white guy.
Okay, we'll cast the black character representatively. Hey Mick, you want to join the stream?
Okay, bye.
Like, kidding. Although you're welcome to, anyone's welcome to, like, ping us if you ever want to guest. You're welcome to come join us sometime if you want.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another time kind of conversation. Thanks for joining. Goodbye.
Bye.